Hey there, and welcome to another episode of the Unshaven Modcast. I'm Fugget.
Action.
LB.
Uber's not here. LB's on tonight.
My bad.
This week our guest is Dan and Brad of the metal band Dark Region. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you,
gentlemen. How are you?
We're good.
Good, good.
Thanks for coming. A last minute notice.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Dark Region is a local metal band that works hard to do it their way. In other words, they stay away from David Kevorkian.
Shots fired.
Ain't that the truth?
We air weekly on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only at unshavenmodcast.com and live on our Facebook page at Unshaven Modcast. If you can't stay awake for the whole show, search us on iTunes, Google Music, YouTube, and SoundCloud. All episodes are uploaded the day after they air. We are a show about nothing and everything, the podcast where anything goes, unfiltered, undefined, unshaven. Our sponsor for the month of July is the Native brand. The Native brand is a clothing line organically grown in Ohio. They offer amazing designs that celebrate Ohio culture on hats, tees, tanks, and hoodies. Order over $50 and get free shipping. You can find them at thenativebrand.com and anywhere on social media at the Native Brand.
Oh, the Native brand.
The Native Brand.
I like that. It's kind of cool.
That's,
Yeah. I saw the sponsored by, and I'm like,
does the
What
gear
is this?
just say native?
Yeah.
Does the gear say native?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some of the
Yeah.
swag.
Cool,
Who's
yeah.
that?
I've seen the swag.
yeah,
Yeah,
Who's that
Yeah.
music guy that screwed over OTEP? Was that the Kevorkian?
that's David
dude?
Kevorkian.
that
it?
is
Oh,
Kevorkian. Yes,
really?
sir. Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Yes. He had a problem.
Solid guy.
The
He's-
bank he works at is not FDIC insured.
Yeah.
And his funds were not guaranteed. And when it came
Oh,
time,
yeah, that thing they just ran out.
the bank ran
The
out of
bank
money.
just ran out of money.
Yeah.
We couldn't pay OTEP because the bank ran out of
That
money.
happens all the time.
Right.
Well, sometimes your drummer's late, and he's got $5,000 in cash in a suitcase, and the headliner wants to get paid, but he's got the cash in like Lebanon or something,
That happened.
and
That's
you
usually
can't, you
it.
can't meet
That's plausible.
expectations.
That's
So you got to
plausible.
come up with something, and yeah, OTEP.
Yeah. Dude, they weren't happy about that. That was like a 12-minute video.
Have
It
you
was-
seen
it was
any of her
OTEP's
other I saw another video of hers where she actually like name dropped him, right? And it was probably
Oh, really? Because the video I watched, she didn't say his name at all.
There, yeah, that's in each video. Okay, each as in like both. They're like a half hour long of her. I think she just. I think she either is she stoned or something, but she's just hanging out in her tour bus, and it's usually around in the second video is like the 20-minute mark is when she actually mentions Kevorkian by name. I don't know what she was talking about other than the fact that she was hyping herself up like she was a badass and said motherfucker a bunch of times. But
It's a solid word to use, though.
it is. It does make every
How'd she say it?
every sentence is enhanced.
It's
If
an
you add the
impact
word
word.
bitch or motherfucker at the very end of the sentence, every sentence just has that much more of an impact.
Is there a better cuss word for the end of a sentence? What's the best cuss word you can use for the end of a sentence? Bitch?
No, motherfucker.
Motherfucker?
Yeah, it's one word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I just say cocks at the end.
Cocks.
And walk
cocks.
away.
I usually go with apple stacker.
Apple stacker.
Say that at the end of anything, it'll shut it down.
There's
Yeah,
the bell
that is-
ender.
it's
The bell
true.
ender.
Because they were like, what the fuck does that mean? And they'll just stop and thought. Conversation's over. Yeah.
Cocks.
Yeah. David Kevorkian. Cox.
That's right. I understand that was a little further down your list, but hey.
No, that's fine.
All right, so you guys
Anger
from
comes out.
around here from Ohio?
3/4. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, our Facebook page is Dark Region Cincy. There's only one of us. That's actually in the city limits of Cincinnati. Our lead guitar player lives in.
And I don't even
Frederick.
know if I'd call you city limits. You're fucking off
Yeah.
the other
Hey,
side.
my address.
Do you have
my
the
my
rights
address
to your
for my
name?
mail says Cincinnati.
Do you have the rights to your name?
To Dark Region?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You guys are a podcast idea, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna start a supernatural podcast called Dark Region.
Well, this is Dark Region Press. That's a book press.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Welcome to the Dark Region.
Yeah.
You've entered the dark region.
We're there. Don't shave the dark region.
No.
No. So anyways, man, let's go into talk about what we did this week.
Dude, I did a lot.
Me and you both did a lot.
Yeah.
What did you guys fucking do this week?
I scrubbed pollen off my porch.
Oh, dude, that sounds very eventful.
It was
You took care of some wasps.
oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So some wasps put a nest on my back fucking awning. And at first it was 2 and I was cool with them because they were cool with me, and we had this thing going on where I thought happy thoughts and the wasps were like, it's fucking cool, I'm up here. And then they built a fucking trailer. They built a fucking trailer out of spit. And then they found a homie, and it was 3 wasps. And I was like, well, I'm cool, you're cool, walking the dog's cool, you're cool with the wife, we're all right. And then now they got like a double wide, and the aunt came and visit. It's like fucking 5 wasps, and I was like, oh hell no, this isn't gonna stop. So I bought some foamer, but I bought the shit on clearance. And I go to take care of it, and I'm like, is this worth the shit? And I look up the reviews on Walmart, and they're like, this is shit, it's version 2. You see the number 2 there? I look on the can, I'm like, fuck, I got 2. I gotta go to war with like this duplex of fucking wasps, and I got the fucking 2-star shit. And they're like, it sucks. And the whole time I'm reading, I'm shaking it, and I'm pacing. I'm like, this is fucked. I'm like, I just gotta open the door and spray them. Fuck it, it's cool. So I go to shoot this thing, and it's fucking glorious. It's like the Ghostbusters foam weapon, man. Like, I'm taking them down, man. They're just down. One guy got so fried, he's got stuck on the nest and stayed up there, and they were just done. And
did you do the shit that I normally do, where it's like just my arm out the
yes,
door?
yes, and like half the damn hand. It's like power washing the awning, like all this dirt's coming down too. Like, damn, I should have washed that. Like, look at this heinous. It was automatic, so I think if everyone shook it pacing for like 5 minutes, it would have been at least a 3-star product.
So did you put in a review?
I did not. I need to.
Yeah, right?
Fuck the haters, shake it and go.
Yeah.
But I bought. There was only 2 cans left. They're done.
Yeah.
It would be the epitaph. It would be
Yeah.
the, all right.
Fuck the haters.
I'll get the fucking chisel and the rock. I'll do it.
That's funny.
We'll do it. I'll have an update in August when we do.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm the #1 review on the clearance section of Walmart.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Do it.
I always go to the clearance section every time I go to Walmart.
Yeah, that's
I
my
mean,
favorite
it's
spot.
huge. It's
dude.
like an aisle and a half.
Especially the outdoor one.
Right,
It's like,
yeah.
It's like, fuck, I need that slightly larger lighter. I think.
Yeah.
I think I do.
Last weekend I was wanting to build a slightly larger fire. So I mean, why would I not buy that?
It's like the clearance aisle is like the candy section for adults.
Yes, it
Like
is.
the candy at the checkout lanes, that's for the kids, give the clearance to the adults.
It's funny because you think you're saving money, but you don't need this shit.
Oh, hell no. It's like today's deals on Amazon, you know? You scroll
Well,
through
if
that
you
and you
buy-
go, oh, I need that bug zapper.
If you buy a bug zapper on clearance and you shake it while you pace,
Well,
for
obviously.
5 minutes,
Obviously.
it's fucking on.
Basically-
I bought a bow and arrow archery set for ages 3 to 7.
Oh, nice.
But it was a good deal, so I was like, well, I'll fucking take
Did
it.
it
Absolutely.
have
How-
Katniss
what's the
on it?
percentage you got off on that? That did not come out
Yeah,
correctly.
It was a good deal.
Okay.
Whatever
many
you get from
children
the
did you
clearance
kill?
aisle, shit.
Proportionate to victims.
That's what kind of sucks about being men and being clearance. Like if you want to go buy new clothes, like I always like want to shop in the clearance section because I hate spending money on clothes. But I've noticed like with my wife, like half the store will be clearance for women, and then I get like a small little section in the corner of clearance men's clothes.
I know. It's such a man's world. Go look at fucking Target.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't get underwear out of clearance. Half of that shit's been returned.
That's the only place I get mine.
Because that's the problem.
Oh my god. I don't know. I just feel that it's probably just rewrapped.
I always got mine at Goodwill. I mean, I was.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
all right.
you know they hold together. They can hold the brown stains.
Maybe you should shave the dark region.
No. So Dark Region. Band name.
Yeah, who are they?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Do you know any of them?
I know a couple of the guys from the band.
Any of their autographs?
Uh,
You ever slept with any of them? sexually?
Have you slept with Dark Region?
Only
I can
one
only
of them.
I can only speak of myself.
If I,
We're not talking.
Yeah, no, I can only really speak for myself too. If that's the case, then me.
Oh, guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a personal sin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So do you guys have like I've never heard of you before.
Most people haven't. That's good.
Sorry. But I was like kind of looking up you guys when I found out.
No, it's Dan's fault. He doesn't know shit about social media.
Oh God, no! I just discovered Facebook today.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Are you still on MySpace?
Oh.
Isn't everybody?
That was the whole marketing plan.
Actually, I had to sit there to think. What was
It's Dan and that Madagascar prince that's got all the monies for you.
When I first went on MySpace was because of this guy here, because of Earn. He was like, man, you have to be on MySpace. This is back in like 2004, right? So you have to be on MySpace. And at the time I was like, man, I can make this fucking GeoCities site, man. I'm the shit. Fuck MySpace, Yeah. But yeah, I'm always late to the crowd. I was late to MySpace. I was late to Facebook.
Hey,
Yes, I think you said 2004. I think 2005. I was in college, so that was the time they released it to college students, and I was like, so I had Facebook like the next year, but I didn't actually start using it until they released it to the public, and then like all my friends were actually on it. Like I signed up, and I was like, this is stupid. I don't talk to enough people in college to even it doesn't need to be a thing. But yeah, I think it was like 2007 when I actually started using Facebook. But I wanted MySpace to make a comeback when JT bought it.
It's like a music thing now.
It is.
isn't
It's just strictly for music. It looks.
Have you
kinda
ever
cool,
tried to
though.
bring up your old page?
They found they kept your username and they deleted everything eventually.
Who is JT?
Justin Timberlake.
Justin
call
Timberlake.
him
Yo, you
JT?
went down with the JT?
Hey!
Yeah, didn't you
No.
want
Dude,
Jesus.
everybody here knew what I was talking about.
Yeah,
I thought you meant
absolutely.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's JTT.
Oh, okay.
Or the
Get your acronyms right.
is it the French or the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? JT.
Trudeau.
JTA. There happens to be another JTA.
True that. How about that?
Trudeau.
Justin Trudeau.
I miss MySpace, dude. MySpace was
You got it.
Dude, my
Unshaven.
MySpace is still active, dude.
What?
My MySpace is still active, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just.
I look at all our old pictures and shit all the time.
I looked up my cousin and I's old band page.
Did-
Got all
we,
Prince
uh,
pictures on it.
It was there.
Oh, dude, I'll have to do it later. But there was one night we were out drinking at B-Dubs and brought up our MySpace
Okay.
pages on our phone.
We've all had MySpaces. Let's see. Who can remember the song that was playing on the MySpace before they switched over?
Oh shit.
Fuck, what the hell?
That was rad too. I
The
used to
what?
fucking do that.
The
Remember how you could like
You
have
used
a
to
song
have
in
your
your
song
profile?
play, yeah, man. That was
Oh
rad.
yeah,
You
mine was.
Damn it.
The song that I had for the longest time was from a band called Tristania, and it was get back to me later. Hold
Like
on.
you could plug in like the
I gotta look it
torrent.
up.
Dude, I don't know. I
fucking
changed mine
yeah.
often.
It was.
I changed it
I did
very
That's like the
often.
last one. Remember, you could listen to them all if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Mine
you had
was,
your own little media player.
Mine was Body Bags by Hit the Lights.
Yeah, dude, there's no way I can
Yeah.
remember that.
My last one was Mutiny by Set Your Goals.
Yeah.
Dude, it's actually blowing my fucking mind that you guys even remember
Yeah.
that right now.
That's the shit.
Like I don't
Thanks,
remember. Like, I
producer.
can't really remember. Like I can't really remember the beginning of this holiday weekend. Like
Right.
Ew.
fucking A.
Yeah.
But I remember it was cool. Like you could do the song thing, and then
They won't let
and then
me
they
upload
added
it
it, and
anymore.
then they changed it to where you can like have multiple songs that people can skip through.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then when they
your
like
playlist.
yeah, and then when they changed it to where like it didn't automatically play because people found it kind of like obtrusive, like you would go to your page and they're like, we don't want music
Yeah,
playing.
you
this
had to
thing."
click the
So then they had to click
made
the
that
play
little box.
button, and I was like, no,
Yeah,
fuck
hate
that. I want people to
Yeah.
hear what I
you could
fucking.
set
My
that-
doorbell,
could
you
set
rang
that
the fucking
automatically.
Yeah.
You rang the fucking
Mine
doorbell.
play all
Hit
the
the town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a setting in the.
It doesn't even have it
Couldn't tell you
anymore.
how to get there, but.
I wonder why.
No,
but
it doesn't. Dude,
Yeah.
everything's changed on it.
I
It's like
know.
it's so different.
I don't even like updating my status on it.
It was
anymore.
basically a fucking Squarespace. You could like make your own little site,
Yeah,
your own like your home page and shit like that.
I got really good into like the whole like.
GeoCities now.
Yeah.
GeoCities are
Right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude, like I learned a lot about HTML coding from
That's where I
MySpace.
used
Like
to
it got
go
to the
look
point
for
where I can
porn.
remember it all. I can't remember it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Well, they had all those they had all those sites that the HTML generators,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
So
right.
you can put in like a like I don't know, fucking like flash code
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
could
what it's
become an
called now.
instant coder.
Yeah,
And you
and-
can, but I did it so
Yeah.
much. I
But
started.
it
to
always
remember
had that
Yeah.
little ad on the bottom. So I would always like cheat a little bit and just kind of find the ad in the code.
Delete
Yeah,
it
that's-
out.
and that's-
Oh, yeah,
delete it out and
yeah,
put my own
yeah,
thing in,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
And then people like this guy here would come and say, "Man, how'd you do that? How'd you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm gifted."
Man, me and Action had a pretty big weekend. Dude, we did a
Yeah,
lot of
dude.
cool shit this weekend.
We did.
We went out to my buddy, he's in the Beard Club. He lives out in Versailles, Indiana. We went out there Saturday?
Saturday. yeah.
Saturday. I told you, I can't remember back to the beginning. And he's got a huge fireworks show.
Yeah, that
Stayed
was
there.
fun.
And then Action doesn't drink, but I do. And I got really fucking hammered Saturday, and then drove home from Versailles, hungover like at 10 o'clock in the morning by myself, which was like the most horrible experience in the world. And then we get back, and he's like, all chipper, and he's like, let's go to the fucking beach. And I'm like Brookfield? And he's like, East Fork. And I'm like, I never even heard of East Fork, honestly. I only ever heard of Brookfield Beach. I never heard of East Fork Beach. So anyways, got voted. I don't even know how I got voted the driver. But so just after driving like an hour and a half home from fucking Versailles, next thing I know, I'm like driving to fucking East Fork Beach. I'm like halfway there, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. But I hated it. I thought it was the dumbest idea ever, and I don't want to go to the beach. I just want to go lay in my bed and watch TV. But dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Because you
Yeah.
can drink there.
Yeah, East Fork
Yeah.
rules, dude.
I
We
got
had
my
our
beer
day.
and
Down
my
32.
koozie, and I'm like out in the water, and I'm just like, this is fucking great.
I was like, dude, I don't even think I'm gonna get in the water when we get here.
He didn't get out. He was like,
And then I got in, as soon as we got there, I got in the water and I didn't get out until like, they had to make me get out of the water.
he was like one of like, you have a kid, and you're like, come on, it's time to go. Like he would not get out of the water. He's like, I won't go.
Like
I like the water.
I got to like swam out past the buoys and shit, and like, well, that was fun.
Yeah, dude. It ended up being a good time. So East
Yeah.
Fork, I think we actually decided we're gonna make a club day out of it. So I mean, you guys can even
Okay.
come.
East
We're
Fork.
gonna have,
Yeah,
like
friends
we're
and
gonna have
What
like
is it
Yeah.
called?
Club Day.
East Fork Beach, I guess.
Well, it's down 32, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
don't know.
right there in the park.
Club day.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
like
get
a
the
friends
beard
and
club.
family day.
We're gonna get the whole beard club out there, and then like
Are
any
you
friends
fond
and whoever wants to come, we're gonna like
You're disrespecting the mic.
I know.
we're
Just-
already gonna have we're
You're
gonna
like, you're like shooting on her
Respect the
shoulder,
format.
man. Her face is right here.
Respect the
man.
format.
Yeah.
Dick.
I,
He's used to being that lead singer. He's old.
no, I just can't hear anymore.
No, but we're gonna. You guys should come out. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we will.
have yeah, we say club day because we was like, oh, let's get the whole club out there. But like anybody can come. But we're gonna like, what are all the ideas we come over? We're actually gonna like rope off a whole section of the beach
Yeah.
just for us.
Oh shit.
And then we're gonna get like volleyball nets, and we're gonna have like easy ups and.
acoustic guitars and kumbaya.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah, we're
fun,
in.
man.
Then we're gonna build a pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a pit.
Oh, you're gonna get a pit going?
We're gonna like
With
dig
acoustic
into
guitars?
the sand, and we're gonna build seats in the sand. We're just gonna sit in the pit.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like a
we're,
mosh
doing-
pit.
Not a mosh pit.
Oh.
Not a mosh pit.
we're digging a big grave.
Fucking metalheads. Goddamn.
What?
We're gonna get a pit going on the
It's
beach.
a- hey,
You're
it's
gonna
a-
get a pit on the beach?
It's in the round, as it were. It's
Yeah.
a lake in the round.
the
We're gonna
round.
dig a big
Yeah, we
pit,
call that a round.
and I'm gonna cook you all food, and then you're gonna eat it, and I'm gonna bury you.
Oh.
That's awesome.
So, when did you guys start this band? When did you guys start Dark Region? When did Dark Region come out?
So
It's a long story.
that is a very long story.
Go.
God,
Is there a
okay.
date
This is only
attached to
2
it?
hours long, huh? Is there an official date? I didn't do my research to figure out the official date, but I would say it was probably sometime in 2012 is when we settled on the Dark Region name. There was technically
Technically, Jesus the Carpenter. Technically, there's a Jesus.
there was another band that was called Slaughter the Sick. I didn't really care for that name.
Want to explain that name to us?
What was the reason? Okay.
The real story.
All right.
or the buttered up story?
Here's the buttered up story, because the buttered up story is great. Let me see if I can remember that. That was
Let me see if I can remember
okay.
what I made up.
Slaughter the negativity to make room for the positive.
Oh, that's what you thought then?
Okay, so
Oh.
what it really
That's what he
was-
told me the first time. I was like,
that's what I told him.
That's
There
not
was-
as all what I got from
It
that.
really-
You gotta make room for this
Oh,
moonbeam of love
Damn.
coming through.
So
What does cannibal corpse mean? Spiritual guidance.
doesn't it?
It's like this corpse was
Are you
technically
telling me
blocking
it's
the
not?
road, and if we didn't eat it, we wouldn't
Oh,
get
God.
it through.
I'm eating my insides to make room for the love.
That's exactly it. Because
Yeah.
okay, so I had really no desire to like do the band thing or whatever. There was an old buddy of mine that actually invited me to join his band, and I was like, no, it wasn't really my thing. Like the style of music they play wasn't really my thing, and he kind of pressured me, like, you know, yes, you have to do this, and I was like. It was kind of a dick move. I told him, well, I'll do it if you get rid of all your songs. Which is an asshole way. Basically, it was like, get away from
If
me.
you stop
I don't
being
care.
you, then I'll
So he's like,
hang
oh
out.
yeah, that's fine.
I can be
was like,
me,
okay.
and he's-
So
Oh,
then,
I forgot to watch Facebook here. Phil Noach wants to be a groupie for Dark Region. Just letting you know.
oh, well, Phil, I thought that already happened once. Wasn't that you? No.
I don't know, is your butthole still sore? Oh, never mind.
That's why I keep fidgeting around. Okay. Fidget spinner around. Anyway, so yeah, I joined his band. I brought in songs. There was some weird drama. He came up with the band name because when he was in college, he did a graphic design class or a web design class. And the web design, and he had to make different like fake web pages. And one of the web pages that he really liked was Slaughter the Sick. So it was like, okay. So he convinced the original bass player and the original vocalist, like, this is it. The original vocalist, really, he didn't really give a shit at all. He was just kind of like, whatever. And I can't remember what band name that I was coming up with, but I wanted to do something genre free.
Mhm.
So it wasn't always going to be, where we can do something like grindcore, 30-second grindcore sessions, and bring out an acoustic guitar and be all pretty.
Right.
But
You can't have an acoustic while you're slaughtering the sick and helpless.
right, and even and musically,
the band name.
They may play the acoustic, but we do not.
yeah, I just and it was like, so he was kind of pressured. He was like, well, he likes it and he likes it and my girlfriend likes it, and I'm like,
Well, you're
okay.
fine.
And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I really don't care. Let's go with it. And then we only did 2 gigs with those guys, and then that kind of fell apart for following along, obvious
I
reasons.
think I saw one of those two.
You saw the second gig we ever played. The first gig we ever played was at the old Mad Hatter, and that was in November of 2011. And then,
That was back when you were wearing a Scully.
yeah, and
Let's take a moment of silence for the Mad Hatter.
Right.
oh, I know.
And we're back.
Okay, so yeah, and we played actually maybe the second to last show that they put on.
You
And-
killed him.
No, they already knew they were fucking going
Oh,
away.
man. They looked at your dad.
Well, they
got
weren't down.
slaughtered. Were they sick at the
They
time?
were sick.
No, I said no. That was the healthy people left.
Mhm.
They went home.
So we played that. We got invited to play at Madison Theater for their Christmas show, and it was Matt Fritz he was in a band called Detrimental at the time. He's now in Life After This. I've caught them a few times as Life After This, but I've mainly remembered them from
That's a fucking front dude.
the.
Matt.
Oh yeah, and his
running
lead
across the
guitarist
fucking
is
bar
now with
table
John
shit.
Knopf.
That guy
Severed the ties.
He's like the fucking Roadrunner.
Oh yeah, he's all over the place. So we played the holiday party at Madison Theater, and that was basically the last gig with them. And I needed and we told the promoter that because he invited us to play in like February. I was like, sure, we'll do that. And I told the promoter yes, and I didn't really have a band anymore because apparently it broke up after that without me knowing. And so it was just me and the singer, and Brad was just supposed to fill in. and
tonight.
And our drummer was basically a guest drummer too. And once it kind of started to take off, it was like, well, I don't really want to be Slaughter the Sick anymore. That was kind of the old thing. So the sweet and emotional story of where the name came from was our drummer Andrew.
He stopped shaving his pubes.
He stopped shaving his pubes right away.
And then he was using like a photography like light meter, and you noticed that down there, the readings were low.
This is the Unshaven Dark Region.
No, that's right. Yeah. Well,
it's really dark down here, boys.
he had a friend who he was in a band with that lived on a street named Dark Region.
Ooh.
And somewhere in Kentucky, yeah, which
the Commonwealth.
We still need to kind of get that street sign.
No,
but,
we're not going to go anywhere near
to
street sign.
No, we are not
going
to because we
will not remove it.
Yeah, we don't encourage that behavior. But that guy, he died like right then at that time frame, and it was like, and Andrew was actually coming to me like, hey, my buddy lives on a street called Dark Region. I've always wanted to name a band name like this. Look, it's not taken, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. I was kind of convinced anyway. And then like the next day, he goes, and my buddy Walt died, and that lived on that street. I was like, well, we are definitely naming the band Dark Region.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way around it. Right after that, we actually
like a tribute band.
So, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it, sort of. Yeah,
we're capturing the spirit.
Yeah, definitely. We even put on a show. We put on a benefit show for his family right after that happened, and that was probably the first full gig as Dark Region. Before that, we were very hokey and we changed the name of the band halfway through a set list. Like, what? Was
that the gig that involved alcohol?
Well, no, the benefit, the Walt benefit show, which is technically the first full Dark Region gig. That was the one where you and Robbie were out of town. We had a killer on bass
it's
player.
the first official full
hammered.
Fucking Dark Region gig, and
I got hammered.
I wasn't playing.
Right. Yeah, it was, and I wasn't doing vocals yet.
Well, wow.
Oh.
No, I wasn't.
You popped the bubble that night.
No, well, I broke the seal plenty of times that night, but yeah, the first full Dark Region set, I was fucking hammered. Learned what not to do on stage, and but yeah, we changed the name of the band halfway through a set. We were it was like, we're not gonna be Slaughter the Sick anymore. We're gonna be called Dark Region, and it was.
You said that in the mic.
That was a gig with Paul.
absolutely.
Just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
Especially you,
That was a
Kim.
gig with Paul.
Yeah.
I saw you with the Slaughter the Sick tattoo. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No
Changed-
refunds.
I'm sorry.
It was, I don't know. It was awkward as hell, but on stage, I don't know. Beforehand planning it, it was fun.
Sound like a good idea.
There does exist a video of that. I will post it since I'm mentioning it.
Nice.
But there is, because at the time, yeah, like I said, I wasn't doing the vocals. I was actually afraid to get in front of the microphone. I was afraid to even get on stage. I didn't want to do that at all. But it was like, well, I guess, they want to do a gig. I'll do a gig. If I want to get on stage, okay. And then
I never filled in. Like, no one ever told me, hey, man, I got a band and we have these songs, so, like, just
it was
figure out some music to these songs and then play it.
It was.
I kept waiting for this dude to show up outside, like,
yeah.
What's up, new bass fuck? Boom!
Yeah.
To the face. I kept waiting for because the previous bassist dude, he was a dude. He was a big dude.
Yeah,
Had a big gnarly rig.
We call
So-
him the big
so-
I was like, this guy's gonna crow. He's got a Nancy Kerrigan my ass right when I go out to do my gold medal performance. Bam!
So hold on, you were taking a guy's spot?
Yeah,
in the
they
show
booked two
during-
gigs and then fired the effing drummer and bassist.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and so I got
Well, they
were
technically
like,
quit.
I'm sorry, yeah. They had commitments they could not officially fill.
It was kind of weird.
I was subcontracted.
Like oral commitments?
It was well, my thing was, since so the time frame here is December 2011, February 2012.
Wait, it's gotta be like Law and Order. It's gotta be like February 29, 2012. Go, 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 go.
So, we had the gig lined up for February, and it's like, hey guys, you wanna practice? You wanna practice? No response to any message, email, or anything. Finally, I get a response maybe like a few weeks beforehand, but sometime in like mid-January. Yeah, I don't know about getting the band back together. Oh, and I called the singer, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I guess the band's not around. He was like, what? Sucks. Okay, and so we went to our practice space, which was one of the dudes' his basement, and
Usually is.
and we were like, hey, we just showed up unannounced. It was like, it's like, yeah, hey, how's it going? But his family knew us, so they opened up the door or whatever for us, which was kind of them. And I was like, hey, how's it going? Hey, you gonna do this gig? And it's like, not if the other guy doesn't do it. It's like, okay, well, he said he didn't know about getting the band back together, so I guess it's done. It's like, well, I guess we'll just get our stuff. And he goes, oh, okay, sure, helps us get our stuff. And then there was a couple phone calls on the way from getting our stuff to, dropping it off at like my place. And it was from our drummer Andrew was calling our singer at the time, Paul Phillips, legendary Paul Phillips.
Name drop.
Yep. And he Andrew had like this metal project and was like, hey Paul, will you do this vocals for this metal project I got going on? And he was like, hey, I got a drummer who wants me to do this. Hey, can we get him for this gig? I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And then I called a buddy of mine, who he affectionately calls Cousin Rob, and I call him Robby Rob.
You're not being discreet.
And I was, yeah. Brad had to pee. So,
well, it doesn't have to be discreet, just fucking leave.
Just try to be fucking
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The Doherty's W40. I mean, he's got to like army crawl under the camera.
Did you wash your hands?
Just smell it. What have you done?
Oh, shit.
Do you need to be discreet again? No. So, yeah, I called up Robbie to get Brad's number. Called Brad and said, hey, we got this gig.
That was awesome.
You want to do this? Robbie came to, I worked with Robbie. He came to my desk and he was like, hey, man, can you use a second guitar player? Because it was really just like a 4-piece with just one guitar, bass, and drums. And I was like, fuck yeah, whatever, okay. So he came in and did like lead. And he had this really, I grew up on Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer,
I don't like Metallica. I just want to throw that out there.
That's cool. I grew up on, metal, whatever.
Right.
So, I'm not real familiar with like, I respect it and I love it, but I'm not real familiar with like a lot of like the deep blues stuff or the psychedelic guitar sounds, surf rock and stuff like that. And this guy had and these two cousins, Robbie and Brad, had this weird, strange, psychedelic, crazy sound that I had never heard before, and it's being introduced into the dun, 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 riffs of
right.
That I wrote, and then so all of a sudden, like, the music just took a different turn to where it just sounded, it just sounded something off, something weird and different that I actually like really started to really dig it because it was unique for, I'm not saying we're like the Second Coming or anything like that,
right.
But it was just like musically it was a fusion of the metal with what these guys did,
right.
And
Brought a new flavor to it.
absolutely. And
well, the key was the drummer.
yeah,
Because he hadn't played with them, and I hadn't played with them, and we're like the backbone of the song. And the song fired up. Like, I wasn't even into metal.
What were you into?
Like
sky pop?
No,
I'm just
no.
going off
I
your
was
quick
into.
cut.
I was into.
He was in Taylor Swift.
I was into like garage rock, and I was into surf and blues and classic rock, like everything but metal, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But when I heard this dude Paul yelling into this fucking microphone, and I heard this low tone coming out of the fucking guitar, and this drum cascading on me, it just like it just clicked. It was, yeah, dude. I got a fucking 3/4 master instantly, dude. Like I was almost ready to set sail right there, and it blew my fucking mind, dude. My cousin Rob's like, they're tuning down, so fuck tuning, just start on the 10th fret and go. That's like the secret of the band. I probably shouldn't be saying that. But so
yeah, all their songs are in drop D.
So yeah, luckily, so they all start on my 10th fret, right? So instantly, like all the shit just sets, and I look over at the drummer and I'm like, "What the fuck, man? Do you need me to like play more or less? Because I don't only play with like the street gang, you know what I mean? I never played with a dude in the wild like this." And he was like, "No, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep your eyes closed and jump around and shit. It's on." That's the last time we ever talked about music, and I'm in 3 bands with this fuck right now. Like all these years later, like I can't quit this. Like it was an instant. It was like a Vulcan mind meld, dude. It was like,
so I am not. The drum. Okay, so Andrew, our drummer, who will be here in August, and Brad. I don't know how the hell all that happened, but yeah.
Dude, we had 2 practices and a gig, man, and I never put. And the drummer was like, "This is fucking cool." I was like,
pretty much, like
it's on. Deal with it now.
So, the aforementioned Robby and Brad, they have a band. They had a band at the time, and it took a little hiatus because Robby moved to Seattle briefly and is back. And they had a band called, still called Ghost of LA, which is straight up like jam. Like the Doors and blues and surf, and it's a good time. And Andrew came in to fill in on drums, and they just kind of tried to they stole him, but
it changed my fucking life.
Yeah, and
that day changed my life musically forever.
Then Brad, Andrew, and this guy Danny Collins started a blues band called the Petroloa, and that lasted. How long did that last? That lasted a while. It was
like a year and a half.
It was a year and a half, and tragically, Danny passed away in December of 2012.
No.
13.
No.
14.
No.
15.
It's been a year and a half.
What year is today?
Say 7. What year is today?
Yeah, what year is today?
2017.
Oh, okay. So that was 15.
Just in case everybody needs to know, it's July 5th, 2017.
Start date.
Let me update that. Okay, so this year is not 2014.
Captain's log. Start date.
Not 2014.
July 5th, 2017.
So, and
do you need to change your calendar on your phone real quick?
Do what?
Do you need to change the calendar on your phone?
Y2K bug, man.
Exactly. I just took care of that. And so the right now it's Ghost of LA. Petroloa is no longer around. And there's the Laymen, which is a surf rock band that Brad and Andrew, Brad's brother Jonathan, and our lead guitar player Mike, his brother Andy is in.
It's a spider web of music.
Right, it is a spider web of music.
But we're plugging Dark Region tonight.
I'm plugging like every band that we're
so that Dan going, fuck it, we're playing these gigs, caused him to ask Cousin Rob about me. And I was like, fuck, metal? What the fuck? I was like, metal? And I talked to my best dude, Gray. And he's like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, metal. He goes, you know how many people are sitting in a room right now wishing they had dudes to throw down like a motherfucker with? And you got a whole band asking you to get off your ass and play some fucking metal. You play some fucking metal. And I was like, thank you. All right.
That was very inspirational.
I was just telling you.
Was that the dude that showed up at Robbie's birthday?
My boy Gray. Probably. You'll know him when you see him. If you don't know him now, you will. What's up?
Gandalf?
Gandalf
the Grey?
He is a wizard in quite a few ways. But
Was
he
he
did not.
the dude that lives up in like Columbus?
No, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
That's cool.
Okay, I don't know if I met him.
It's all good.
All right.
But he's the reason. He said, dude, quit being a fucking little moke D-hack.
So there's a
Play some metal with the boys.
There's
Don't
a
be a
CD,
bitch,
there's a
play
CD
metal.
in front of you.
There's a CD in front of me. Yes. Long story short, this is us. This one is for you. for the YouTube people aren't going to get that. This one's for you, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Ern already gave yours before, and
Band swag.
this is about as 90s DIY as you're going to get, because I bought from Staples, no less. I bought the one of those old CD pressing things, in the clearance aisle.
Oh, nice. Clearance. Yeah.
So
Back to the clearance.
Did you shake it before you used it?
Oh yeah, you guys.
Well,
pacing for 5 minutes.
I shook the toner that was
Yeah.
used to the print on that.
Was it one of those lawsuit refill toners?
No. But that CD has taken. It's taken a few years to record, and mainly it's because I don't know. I'm lazy, I guess. I don't know. I like to plan things but not finish them too much.
Is this supposed to be like a neon or like a Ghostbusters?
Oh, okay. So that is that is a plugin that I found for After Effects called Saber. It's made to make lightsabers and stuff for special effects. You can find that. You can find that.
Choose your saber crystal.
You can find that on videocopilot.net. But you can also
Dark Region for $5 off.
No, it's free. It's completely free.
Shut up, dude.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Donate now.
So you can trace a text, and that's the Ghostbuster plug-in for the Saber plugin.
And I ripped off Godfather font.
Oh yeah,
logo.
that's Corleone.
So we're like two rip-offs deep and a clearance item shaking.
Absolutely. I mean, when you find that in the bargain bin, now you know.
Now, physically, it's the 90s, but sonically as well. So the future things that Mr. Nas.
Oh, dude, it was a blast recording it. In fact, it was kind of, I felt kind of bittersweet when we finished up with the mixing and mastering.
It was fucking awesome
because it did. I mean, if you open it up, it did start. We started recording that in 2014, I think, and we
had this long.
John Nosp, who at the time was in a band called Gabriel's Hounds, and now is in Sever the Ties.
I've seen them. I like them.
There we go.
I saw him post. We did a gig with them at Gabriel's Hounds or whatever at the time. It was their CD release party, and we like to do CD release parties. And I bought their album because I like to support the other bands that we play with, and I listened to it and I thought it sounded awesome. And did you break it already?
No, I just put it in wrong.
Oh, okay. And
well, it's been so long since anybody's handled a CD.
I know. I should have told you how that works, but yeah. You actually, when you pull that, when you pull the sleeve out, if you open it up,
I did.
it's got.
There's a picture
Most
of all
bands come
then
here
you're
with
covered. You
digital
know how this
download
works.
codes.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Just let
Oh,
people
we
know
got
when
we got our
I
shit together. CD baby.
Oh yeah, well, that's who we're going through for you.
Now, where can I find a CD player?
Amazon.
Darkregion.com.
Well, I didn't actually buy one. I actually just kind of was given one at work because this girl at work was actually given. She was gonna try to do like a garage sale, but brought some things in to give away.
Did she recently break up with her man?
I took her. No, she's Persian.
I
took
his
her.
boombox.
I don't see too many ladies selling garage sales.
I got a CD player and I got an old Polaroid camera. I found out that like the Polaroid film is like $30 a pop. So yeah, fuck that.
If you go to the bottom of the list of the Amazon deals, I think there might be one in there.
Just wrap it up and give it to her in like the Christmas
Are you guys
party at
on
work.
iTunes? Has this been released yet?
Not officially, no.
Is this your first album?
We just had the
Yes.
physical release right now.
Yeah. The
Everybody.
yeah, actually, yes. You guys, other than the guys in the band, you guys are the first ones to actually get a copy that outside of us. So
no one else knows about this.
Well, John knows about it because he recorded it.
Hey, I got these songs.
Hang on, I gotta log into my hasn't leaked yet.
Dark Region self-titled. Come on.
That's right. Yeah, it was.
Crashed the server earlier.
Yes, it's leaked.
Yes, it actually. Did you already rip the disc? Do you remember how to do that?
No.
If you go to media player, it's really good.
I couldn't remember if when I clicked the rip button, if that broke my computer or.
No, it actually doesn't.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Did you scan
it? Doesn't rip your computer. I don't know where they came up with it.
So are you guys on iTunes?
We are not yet. No.
Planning on being on iTunes?
Yes, and Spotify and Pandora and I guess you created a SoundCloud page a while ago.
Wait, we still have to respond to Tidal.
To Tidal?
Yeah. If you release it on Tidal, it's got to be an exclusive.
Oh,
and also
that's
possibly
for Sprint only customers though.
Possibly, yeah, I was gonna say, but if you have a Sprint phone and you like our region,
Right.
and you think about a Tidal trial, you can have the shit. You didn't know that?
Sprint phone?
So,
I'm talking about the recently released Jay-Z album.
I need to do some shout-outs. So,
444.
Call Blake Mason.
No, sorry.
oh my God, I'm so
Not a sponsor.
I'm so out of that.
Yo, Tidal, get at us.
Blake Maislin knows us money.
You owe us money, Blake Mason.
Oh man,
That's how it works. We just say your name on there and then they owe us money.
That's how we do sponsors. Watch.
You say
Domino's Pizza.
You say
Now they're
names.
gonna give us money.
Now you gotta add
know how much-
Tidal, and then
you
you
know
gotta
how
add
much Amazon owes us
motherfucker.
already?
Yeah, that's right. Every sentence ends with motherfucker.
I love the
Make it-
city of
make it
Cincinnati,
count.
motherfucker Tidal.
That was mid, motherfucker.
Walmart clearance section, apple stackers.
Shake it 5 times the time.
What? Let's just go home. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Okay, so Dan, what did you do on Saturday? Start date log. Captain's log. 7
I'm trying to think.
2 2015.
Yes.
Were you at Rake's End?
I was at Rake's End. I was watching the layman.
What's Rake's End?
Rake's End is the
Oh.
weirdest. Oh fuck. Rake's End is the weirdest, most fucked up, coolest
You have to
bar.
have events there all the time.
Yes, it is an experience to go in because, it is.
The sign is eyeballs. There's
It
no
is a
words on it. It's like
visual-
10 eyeballs.
It's a mind fuck. It's
not a mind fuck.
no, it's a mind fuck for me because there's always something new. Well, it's not
Yeah,
new.
you'd be
but
like,
it's-
oh, is that a fake TV? Why does it control a penis?
Rake's End rules. Rake's End is. Dark Region has never played at Rake's End, but the layman have.
Damn it, I got it in. We're working on
And it is the first time I went
It's on
in
you,
there.
man.
Oh yeah, first time I went
it.
in there.
It's the most unique. It's the best bar in the whole
Well,
damn
even
city.
at the
It's
last
been there.
show, the last podcast, I had asked him, because I didn't ask him specifically, but I always put up my posts of hey, what's going on this week? What shows are there this week so I can do them on this show? And he said, the layman at Rake's End, and so I went to try to find information on this shit.
No, it's like a
Rake's
industrial.
End didn't have
it's
anything.
in Brighton.
Their
it looks like-
page was really weird.
And they open at 9:30, but the dude rolls around the corner at 9:50 and opens up a gate, and then lights come on. You're like, holy shit, there's a bar here.
And
Like,
then
what the
screamed
fuck?
at you I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Oh, they're awesome.
So is it a speakeasy?
No,
No.
it's not. It's a
It's a-
Tool album cover. that
It
you
looks
can walk
like
into.
Trenton Reznor and H.R. Giger had a fun night.
It's the Green Day Insomniac album cover as a bar.
I don't know this for certain, but I believe that it's owned by a really incredible, eccentric British artist, and he did a
You don't
bunch
know
of
that for
shows.
sure, though.
No, I don't know
Just
for
saying.
sure, but I know it's all his work inside,
Oh, well.
and it's everything from light installations to mannequin parts to
I thought Tom Cruise.
They had an
But I don't
old
know.
toilet plunger. Yeah, trust me. Catch me outside Rake's End, brah.
How about that?
How about that, Art? You'll find out. But yeah, we were there Saturday night.
We were there Saturday night. I don't
Doing
really
the thing.
recall leaving there, but I was there. Yes. I don't know. I had a pretty chill.
Did you take an Uber
I had no.
and listen to Titan?
No.
Motherfucker.
I played the new Zelda game a bunch this weekend
Ooh, on
At my show, dude.
on the Wii U. I don't have a Switch because
While I was playing,
Well,
What?
we'll just-
were you switching? Were you switch hitting while I was playing?
Oh, Wii U. Dark Reach.
Moving on.
Bowling.
Yeah.
I broke my RC car Saturday.
Oh.
I don't want to sound too metal. Or
No.
Well, we can have a moment of silence for that.
What happened?
Shut up, Brett.
I was doing 65 and I hit a curb.
65 in an RC car?
Yeah, that's slow compared to RC cars.
Oh, dude, I've like
You were going 65 in an RC car?
Yeah, it's pretty slow.
Okay, so I am.
Dan's
I'm
car
ign-
goes 60.
I am ignorant on RC
Dan's
cars.
real car
I
goes
know,
60.
I know RC Cola. I know RC cars from as a kid that like radio control cars.
RC Prime?
But if I'm visualizing like a little car
Yeah,
is going
that's okay.
65.
And that's slow.
Do you remember? Okay, Dan, growing up. Okay, like, do you remember White Oak Shopping Center and
Hell yeah.
Network Video?
Yes.
Back behind Network Video, underneath, was an RC race place, and they had like a whole track,
Oh yeah.
and them shits would fucking fly.
Right,
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm part of a Facebook page called like RC100, where all the cars, most of the cars go over 100, 170.
Do you realize I'm looking this up?
Yeah.
That's
This
crazy.
this
Well, no,
is
I don't even remember
shit.
then. Like, I
I'll tell you
walked
what
in the
it's
store
called.
and I was like, "This is the coolest fucking shit ever." And then I started like going to their parts counters and looking at all these cars and shit. I was like, "I'm done. I'm leaving.
You're right.
I'm not even getting into this hobby."
Dude, I mean, yeah, I always needed. Holy ass! I always need a new expensive hobby to get into. So.
Nah, fuck that, dude. That's too much.
Did you find that?
Stick to research chemicals, Dan.
That sounds
dude.
amazingly fast.
Yeah, it's called RC100 MPH.
That's why I can never go to college now. Have you had UB40? I'd be like, whoa. Red wine? I'd be like, no.
Well, you remember when you guys were talking about Sprint phones?
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I'd take your word for it. I'll have to look it up once it once it loads up.
But yeah, I bought a RC car for $250. Out of the box, it did 25, and it's obviously really slow. But you can like upgrade, the motor.
Did you crank the springs?
Did I what?
Did you crank the springs?
Well, I lowered it.
Yeah.
It has like an adjuster on the
Yeah.
springs to lower it. You can get different gears and make it faster, like different teeth gears and shit like that. And, you can just do different shit and make them faster and faster. And I got mine up to 65. And the way you like register how fast you're going, the way I'm doing it is I'm using an app on my phone. So I'm like duct taping my phone to it, starting this app, and then going 65.
And
So,
Waze is like, bro.
Yeah.
so shout outs to Otterbox for not breaking my phone when I hit that fucking curb.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
literally crunched my RC car.
But your phone's fine.
Phone's fine.
Oh wow.
But it wasn't a car that like came
They owe
out of
you
the
money
box.
now.
You nursed
Could you
the
just
car
move
to
up?
65.
Otterbox owes his money.
They're gonna pay us.
Yeah.
It's gonna go right to the PayPal.
Yes. John Nosp, you get a pass too, because I know you texted me while I was. Actually, I got it late because.
Well, no, I saw he had a comment on the thing I said we're going live in 30. He commented on that and he was like, "Dude, it's 8 now." And I was like, technical difficulties.
Dude, okay, I
Demands
really do
information.
have to shout out to John Nosp because he was patient with us for the whole entire time of that recording. It took. We unfortunately lost a band member, and we didn't lose him like he's gone forever, but he's not in the band anymore. That's Justin McClure, and he did a ton for this band while he was in it, and so we had to do a little personnel change in the middle of recording the songs. That's part of the reason why it took so long. And
Excuses.
it is all excuses, of course, but
It
yeah,
all boils back down to Dan saying earlier,
when
I don't ever finish things, I procrastinate,
That's-
I'm lazy.
That's true. I do. But we did a demo. The first song that we recorded with him was the first song on the EP. It's called The Primitive Cycle, and we demoed it. And when we demoed it, recorded it ourselves, we were like, oh my god, this sounds so good. I've listened to that demo recently. Yeah, that sounds like shit, Brad.
Are you hating on your own
I
band?
am. I'm hating on the recording that we did,
Captain's
DIY.
Start
Started.
But
July 5th.
yeah,
I
John,
hate my own demo.
I'm gonna take this guitar. John made.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I just stole
Did
this.
you just steal from our table?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking one of these business cards too.
It might be a sticker. Some of
At
those are
least
stickers.
take Ender's Game, man.
Where's that at?
No.
It's just a paperback.
But yeah, John
Thanks for having me. Have a book.
John took what I had in my mind of what I thought like these songs should sound like, and he made them sound better than what I originally thought.
Who's
they would.
John?
John Noss. He is the lead singer of Sever the Ties, and they are a local rock band that they've had some radio airplay on EBN.
Ooh, name drop.
And we have actually given the Primitive Cycle song to Nudge at EBN.
Yeah, I was saying.
So hopefully, Nudge, you play our song.
Me and Nudge trade information for our show dates or what we do.
Oh, cool. Because Nudge actually has the radio edit of I say shit in the lyrics in Primitive Cycle, and I found out that that's actually like frowned upon on the radio. So we had to last minute while
George Collins said so.
mixing and mastering session, we had to do a radio edit version, and the radio edit version substitutes shit for another sound that sounds like shit.
Oh,
She just said poop.
It literally, I went into the microphone and went, and we mixed that in as the vocal track. So all the schooling that John went through for audio engineering paid off because I got to fart in a microphone.
That's fun. Yeah. That's metal for you guys.
That's it. That's how
He's
you
got a
do it.
degree and he's editing this noise.
That's how you radio edit a song is you fart into the microphone. You don't do the beeps anymore. You fart or burp.
Do you know it's a 1 megahertz sound?
Is it?
The brown note.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a mosh pit at your show?
Yes.
What was your first mosh pit?
Yeah.
How was your what was it like to see that first mosh pit?
That was in Louisville, and
Kentucky?
Yeah, we played at a place called 3rd Street Dive, and
That was awesome.
Because our drummer typically at a smaller place, our drummer pretty much takes up the stage, so sometimes we have to stand below the stage. So the mosh pit was literally like right in front of me, like as far away from this microphone as It's like, okay, all right, but no, it's awesome, but it was a little bit more. It was different than when you're playing guitar and we'll call it singing for the sake of the conversation, but yeah, it was awesome because we were the opening band.
Oh, nice.
And it was like,
got
I was completely expecting to travel the hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever, and play to like 5 people. But
And then everybody pours in towards.
yeah, everybody pours in.
Yeah.
There was some drunk dude that was like trying to get me to do a shout out to him or something because he hadn't seen he was with his dad and he hadn't seen his dad in like 20 years, and I was just like,
goes out to Gary.
Metal.
I was like, yeah, I'll get right on that, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I asked you guys to play.
So here's your shout out finally now. I don't even know who that is.
Is there anybody asked you to play Freebird yet?
Do what now?
Has anybody asked you to play Freebird?
Yes. We
I was kind of joking. I didn't expect you to say yes.
Yes.
Freebird forever.
The last gig we played at Thompson House, we were doing it. We did a cover song, and we announced that we were doing a cover song, and somebody yelled "Play Freebird." So yeah, that's it.
Did you play it?
No, we played the other song that we rehearsed.
Oh, what a jerk.
I don't know.
Asshole.
Damn us.
Thought you loved your fans.
I would never.
Thought you loved
I would
me.
never see your
I
band.
know.
It's over.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking apple stackers.
Fucking apple stickers. You know what me and this motherfucker did on? God, this whole holiday's been messing my days up. Tuesday.
Yesterday?
Tuesday.
Yesterday?
That's yesterday.
Yeah.
God damn, we did that yesterday?
Yeah.
That parade?
Dude, we were in a fucking parade yesterday.
Yeah, dude, we walked in a parade.
I saw that.
We were in
It was
Northside
cool.
Parade.
What was cool is that the main booker at Urban Artifact, he lives in the building.
So did you
It's
say
up
the main
above.
booger?
Jeremy Moore. Urban Artifact.
Booker?
No. Yeah, well, the main booker. The guy who
the
arranges
person
the
who
shows.
booked.
Oh.
Show.
Yeah.
I thought you said booger.
The main booger. If the Urban Artifact was a giant
Man got
canvas
it.
nose, you would see this reflecting crystalline glob of booger, and it would be Jeremy Moore, and he makes all the dreams happen there. He took a photo from his window, and it was you, Surly Fox.
Nice.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I've been trying, since
Yeah.
yesterday. I've been like looking for pictures all over fucking
Yeah, I haven't
internet.
seen
Well,
of us.
look at his name's Jeremy Moore. On
Oh, yeah,
Facebook.
dude.
He's local, so he'll probably be the first. He's in Go-Go Buffalo.
It was cool, honestly. Okay,
It's
I have
insane.
never been to Northside Parade. We were at Northside Parade. I've never been to it.
Yeah,
I've
that's my
heard
first
kind
time
of how
doing
Dude,
cool
they
it is.
fucking the head dude skateboarding
Dude,
on a
it's
car
awesome.
and shit.
No, it is cool.
Dude,
And you know what my thought was?
It's the coolest thing I ever
My
saw.
thought was,
North
oh,
fucking
because
side.
now we're invited to do it every year.
Good.
And my thought goes,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna see this parade. I'm always gonna be in it. Now I'm
Right.
never gonna see it. Oh fucking
Hell
hell
yeah.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, it's us.
That ain't us. That's Justice for Sam.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Way wrong crew. Way wrong crew.
Oh man.
Wait till
Admit
wait till the
for
podcast
tomorrow. Dan, you left.
I had to pee.
I was on
I know I'm
point.
not supposed to make it a big.
But the Unshaven
It was
Mystery Spirit
awesome.
Clubs takes
He
no
was on
stance
point and they made a
justice
fool
for
out of
Sam.
himself.
I know. I did. You know, they said be discreet. If you have to pee, just go. But-
They were like, you saw some dudes with a black banner, and you were like, that's the beard dude.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he said his dude at Urban Artifact had a really cool picture of us in the parade yesterday.
And then he pulled
And
it
he
up,
pulled
and
it
everyone
up,
was like, yeah!
And
like,
it was
wait
the
a minute.
Justice for Sam parade, part of the parade, not us.
Oh shit!
We had the same color
So he was
banner.
way off.
Way to endorse.
Hey,
We're gonna go ahead and ask
we
you
all,
to leave.
we all need justice. Well,
No, you know we did find some
maybe he
Channel
just-
12 video of
maybe
us.
he took down the photo I saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Channel
we-
5 had us on there too, I think.
Yeah, Channel 5 had like for a snippet. Channel 12, the one that I posted today, had like for a pretty good portion of us walking.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I don't mean to backtrack, but how was it?
Wow.
It was hot.
And hot.
Yeah.
It's not a parade
So
that
she
loops.
Not unlike Dan Schumacher.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's,
it doesn't loop.
It's not a parade that loops. It just goes from one end
And
of
then
Hamilton
and
to
then
the
you're
other for like 2 miles.
I gotta walk the fuck back.
It's like probably not like.
Oh, wait, you didn't even get a float?
back.
You didn't
Yeah,
even have a float.
no,
we got
This
asked.
is very last minute.
Yeah, we
for
got
us.
asked. We got
Oh, okay.
asked by the board of Northside
Cincinnati
last
or
weekend.
Northside's
That's pretty
Chamber of
bad.
Commerce. Yeah,
I mean,
And well, come to find out,
City Council. I mean.
yeah, the Beard Barons, who I used to be in, one of their members, or I don't even know if he's actually a member anymore, but they were asking for a nonprofit. The board of Northside needed a nonprofit to work in, and he gave them our name. And the dude contacted us, and this was like, literally
Yeah.
just last weekend. And so I'm like, had like an unofficial beard club meeting because we didn't have a meeting last weekend, and I was just like, who wants to be in the parade? We had to get at least half of you before I would tell them yeah. And God, dude, it was fucking.
Yeah, we had a
It
huge
was
group.
fun. almost the whole club came,
Yeah,
which
well,
I think we're
we-
at 16 members
yeah,
now.
but then we have a bunch of family and stuff there.
Yeah,
too,
but
so-
we invited, if anybody had a spouse or kids, whatever. So I mean, there was probably about 20, 25 of
Yeah,
us down there.
yeah, it was a pretty big group, man.
But dude, it was fun. It was hot.
But yeah, fucking next year, dude, definitely doing a trailer.
Oh, we're gonna do it up because we took.
get a float.
Oh, we're talking.
Yeah,
we're
we're-
already
What the
talking
hell
about
was
what-
that?
That was my alert.
Dude, we're already talking about what we're gonna do next year.
Like I
but-
was looking at T-shirt cannons on
Oh, yeah.
on fucking Amazon today.
Oh god, I got
Yeah.
pelted in the eye at an old cycle
Yeah.
back in the 90s.
I want to be launching Unshaven Misfits T-shirts at people.
Well,
That's when they
him-
stopped having a can of Keystone Light in the T-shirt cannon at Cyclones games.
You got hit by one of those?
Someone did,
Keystone
yeah,
Light?
Keystone Light. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, when the hell was this?
No,
on
I
YouTube?
was just reliving your moment, man.
Oh.
Damn, we're living your own, my own vision.
She's believe anything.
You're supposed to go. That's right.
Hey, if it's on the internet, it's true.
Do you remember when they started putting like ounces of coke in those things and shit?
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
It's,
No, we got big plans for next year though.
good.
Yeah, man.
No, this year, like him and Chuck, our buddy Chuck, they went to Cumberland a month ago,
Yeah, Memorial Day.
and it was Memorial Day, and so they took red, white, and blue beads, for the titties. Well, he had a bunch
There
of.
were a lot of titties
There
there.
was a lot of titties, but he had a bunch of beads left.
Yeah.
He got like fucking 2,000 or something.
Yeah.
Right? And so we were like, well, fuck
I
it,
really
let's.
wanted to see some titties.
Right. So the beard club will just pass the rest of these
Oh.
out for the and not thinking about, I guess, picturing in her mind quite how long this fucking parade is. Like, we ran out really fast. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we
And
were
saw no titties.
Yeah, and saw no titties.
No.
No titties.
Mm.
But
Do you guys ever see titties at your show?
Yeah.
Wait.
Have we? It's kind of
What
hard
was
to
no
the-
way.
no, wait,
No,
it was a
yeah.
gig in Indy
Yeah.
Rising Sun with the Methies. It wasn't during our show technically.
What?
It was during the
did you
Paul
say
Tate
the
show.
Methies as in that's a band name, or the
No,
Methies
the
as in
peop-
meth addicts?
Is
Dude,
it
the-
meth addicts? Yes.
dude,
Okay, that's the official.
Rising
that's
Sun.
the legal
I
term.
actually
Where was
thought
it?
like that's a
What?
badass
The
band
show
name.
where they talk shit to you about wearing sandals.
Oh fuck! That was
Fine now,
On
dude.
Lawrenceburg.
That was Lawrenceburg.
Lawrenceburg, not us, but the.
Did you see
Oh,
tits of
Bishop
Lawrenceburg?
Dude, the meth chick during Pulsate. She
The
was.
fuck?
Dude, the boys got the show that night.
Oh shit! No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were riding in shame over the
Dude, that
sandals.
sucks.
That was the
That
first
sucks you
time.
didn't see
No,
it.
no, it's
No,
better.
I
It's
was
good.
probably at the bar.
I used to go to the pirate band.
I mean, all
Lawrenceburg.
titties are good titties.
I almost got tased there.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was a good night.
Is it the Pirates Den?
Yeah, I
Down
don't
over
even.
by here, right?
Yeah, well, it used to be in Lawrenceburg.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's where I
okay.
went.
Oh, you're talking about a far one gig, 'cause there was one on the west side.
Yeah,
It's
well,
probably
yeah,
still
it's
there.
still,
It's still
over
there.
That's
Yeah,
what,
it's
yeah, they
still
had
there.
2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's
because
your,
they used to do Battle of the Bands and shit there.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
They used to do that shit at the underground too. Not the underground. What's that fucking? What's that
Bogarts.
Christian place called?
The underground over there in Forest Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
asked-
we will probably not play there.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Probably
Safe
not.
to say.
Probably not.
When is your next show?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, tonight on podcast on iTunes.
Oh, that's
Tonight.
correct. Yes.
On iTunes.
All of you listening right now.
All of you listening
Today
right
is
now on iTunes.
Thursday, July 6th.
Captain's
Yeah.
log.
Thompson House. We are playing with. Here,
From my notes,
talk
second.
real quick so I can look this up.
Captain's log. Started
That's his
Seven.
go-to.
No.
6,
All you have
17.
We are
titties.
we are playing with a band called Glass World.
World.
But yeah, Thompson House, Newport.
What time?
Show is at 6. We go on after we turn our tickets in and find out what slot it is.
Dude, didn't you listen to the bitch from OTAP?
TBA.
That does that.
She
That is
said if a
accurate.
promoter
That's
asks
accurate.
you to sell your own tickets, don't fucking do it.
That's accurate. That's accurate. That is yeah. That's how that works with tickets. You do pay the local bands do pay for the national acts that
Yeah.
you know.
I had a buddy. He's a rapper. He was going to be opening up for. Do you know who Chip the Ripper is? He's from
really
Columbus. Anyways,
Yes.
okay. His name Chip the Ripper. He was gonna play at Bogart's, and my buddy was gonna open up for him, and they sold a bunch of these fucking tickets, and then it was like 2 days before the show, he canceled to play there, and then he had to return all these fucking tickets.
Dude made an
There you
hotel
go.
video.
Oh wow. Okay.
What?
We got Glass World,
Who
High
booked the
Apollo.
show?
I don't know.
Say that one?
That was a friend of mine. I didn't think I was there.
X-Lax.
X-Lax.
What?
We're naming the bands for a show tomorrow. No.
Glass World, I Apollo, X-Lax.
X-Lax.
Dead in
X-Laces.
Paradise. Derailed. Dirk.
Dirk's
I feel like they've added
Dirk
5 bands.
Rygen
Dark Ray.
and Evanescence.
Don't say that.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I mean, if you want Uber to come to your show, you can say that.
Nirvana's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, little segue there.
Slayer.
Speaking of Nirvana, our brother actually just taking me. Let's go back to it because I left it to go to that. My brother lives in Seattle. I went out there a couple years ago and did the whole I love Nirvana, so I did the whole everything.
Hell yeah.
But they're throwing an art show in Seattle this year, and a lot of Kurt Cobain's art.
Oh, the incesticide
is
painting.
a lot of his
Oh.
art's going to be in the show
Yeah.
this year for the first time ever. Like they
Yeah.
never put his art in a show.
Nice.
Funny segue since you said incest.
The Blue Fugates?
You want to tell us about your family history?
Oh, that was the best ever!
Gates. All right.
Funny segue.
I need a beer.
Maybe that's why my mom bleached that word off my shirt. quick story, and then we'll go back to the blue fugates. I bought the Incesticide t-shirt back then.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't like that my t-shirt said Incesticide on it. Didn't tell me. And stuck just that word in like a cup of bleach because she wanted to bleach it off.
Is that why your shirt was fucked up back in 8th grade?
Yeah, it had like that big hole in it.
I never knew that.
Oh. And what was the name of the first Nirvana album?
I thought it was like a.
Bleach! I thought
I thought that was a
first.
Walmart shirt or something. When oh damn!
I don't want to talk about that. Never mind.
Ding ding ding.
20 years later, I finally figured out the story behind that shirt.
Yeah, she left it in there a little too long.
It was revealed in utero.
Oh,
Bing, 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 bing.
oh, fuck. Mind blown.
Oh, that's great.
What?
I didn't know that. I remember that shirt too.
Yeah, had a giant hole in it. I rocked it anyways.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, Mom. Thanks for loving me. Thank you for
That's
loving me.
My mom did
That's
something
an
like that
interest-
to my brother.
That
He
is an
used to wear.
interesting sentence.
My
Fuck
brother
you,
used to
Mom.
wear the fatty Jenko jeans.
Yeah,
I
Skater.
mean,
And my mom was like, "Fuck you! You buy those, I'm gonna hem them." And he was like, "Fuck you!" And he bought them. Went to bed. Mom snatched them out the fucking hamper and hemmed the fuck out of their like floodwaiter bell bottoms, dude. Like, wait. He was fucked.
I get why it's funny you said "fuck you, mom" now.
Mm.
Welcome to the show. LB.
Speaking of which, elaborate on that now. I want to hear about these blue fugates.
Yeah, blue fugates, man. Okay, my last name is Fugate for anybody that doesn't know. And at least once a year, somebody will send me like a link on Facebook or whatever, and they'll be like, blue fugates. Check out these incest motherfuckers that turned blue. And I'm just like, fuck, I already know about this because my name's Fugate, and fuck yes, I'm related to them. And
Name drop.
name drop. What? Blue fugates? And but like pretty much the story is there's like this France dude. His name was Fugate, but I think it was actually Fugate, whatever.
Fugate.
And I think it was. I think it was Fugate.
You got
It
that.
was Peugeot.
It was that was the drunken French version.
Japanese French guy, Mr. Fugatti.
So anyways, he was an orphan, and he, shipped his ass over here. And then shacked up with this fucking West Virginian bitch, pale little redheaded bitch. And
That's what's wrong with immigrants. They come over here and they fuck our women.
then
These
diseases.
blue
are born.
people.
Well, anyways, they both had this like gene.
Yeah.
And they were both. It was like both a dormant gene in both of them. And then like this 1 in a million chance that like that person with that dormant gene, that person with that dormant gene, like they fucked, and then the gene became active. Cool, still cool. Gene became active. No big deal.
How blue was the child?
Like a pale blue. I mean, they weren't blue.
It
blue.
wasn't. It wasn't straight up Smurf or
Are we
anything
talking
like
like Beast
No.
from the X-Men?
It wasn't straight up Smurf. And okay, you know that.
The
Okay.
Man Group?
Well, here's the thing. Even
Was
when
it more like a Nightcrawler purple?
What?
Or was it like a Beast blue?
X-Men, come on now. We're all over the place.
But no, here's the bad part. Okay, they fucked, and
Here's the
then
bad part.
the gene became active. Still, the gene became active. No big fucking deal. It was never gonna do anything. But all their kids started fucking each other.
Well, okay, look, in their defense.
I mean, yeah, they live in the mountains.
Now, is
I
this
mean,
like
other
Targaryen
than
fucking
that-
each other? Are we
Is what?
Targaryens, Game of
Game of
Thrones,
Thrones, bro.
motherfucker. Oh,
I
No,
keep
like
waiting for
the Lannisters.
somebody to give me a goddamn HBO login so I
It
can
is
watch
them.
this fucking show.
Oh my god!
You have a fire
Yeah.
stick, man.
That is a whole other
I hate watching
episode.
shit on Fire
That's a
Stick
whole
anyway.
other. That's a whole other podcast.
They were
I
blue,
got
not the
ads
fucking.
and
He's
shit.
seen them all. I haven't.
Khaleesi.
It would be really hard as a blue person to try to get play elsewhere than the other blue
But they
people
weren't blue
have.
right away.
No,
Yeah.
HBO
I didn't-
login.
Yeah. The
The
Smurfs, the Smurfs didn't fuck the Keebler elves, right?
Right, they fucked
Yeah.
the other blue people.
Yeah.
But no, the Blue Man Group didn't start like out of
Household
nowhere.
baby.
It started after incest.
Snap, crackle, pop.
It started because of incest. So
Okay,
that's when the blueness started happening.
okay, got it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the gene became active, no big deal. And it was never going to do anything probably, but then all the kids started fucking each other and having their own kids, and then they kind of
like
started
rabbits,
turning
man.
blue.
Then they stopped fucking their kids after that.
Yeah, once they moved off the mountain and shit,
They,
Once they got into a bigger society and there were more options.
They did the incest until they were blue in the face.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel blue?
I'll be here till 10.
Do you ever just feel blue? You know.
And then I'd be
Like Eiffel, what is that? Eiffel 65?
I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
All the men are grumpy, walking around with blue balls.
You ever looked up blue waffle?
Yes.
Go ahead and Google that now.
Just Google it now. It's a pretty sweet image. I mean, it's not bad if you've never seen it. It's pretty nice. But no, there was the guy on Oprah who was like the old man that literally looked like Papa Smurf. He had like the white beard.
Yeah.
He just took a bunch
Blue-
of iron
blue-
or some shit. didn't
Yeah,
he?
that literally had nothing to do with my
Yeah.
family. He wasn't even a Fugate. But like if you
Fuck
Google
him.
Blue Fugate, he'll pop up.
OG
But,
blue people.
Yeah.
yeah, we're the OG blue people.
There's
Incest. Whoop whoop.
There's a certain bear that his like diet is mainly blueberries, and like if you kill it and eat it, the meat is blue. It has like a blue tint to it, and it tastes a little bit like blueberries apparently.
So
That's
blue
pretty
bear
bad.
eating blueberries.
What?
Blue bear eating
A
blueberries.
blueberry and blueberries.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
It sounds like they know
Wonder
the
if that's
secret.
I just
the
did
same
in my
for
head.
people.
Doesn't count.
Wonder if that happens with people
I know.
too.
I don't know. Let's test it.
John
on
just
you.
started eating a bunch of blueberries.
All you can eat is
Well,
blueberries.
wait.
No.
You have flamingos that are pink from shrimp.
That's not true, is it?
Is that why they're pink?
Is that factual,
Yeah.
or is that like who owns that iPlace? To just
Title.
say it.
Right, and then in Canada they have Canadian bacon, and in Canada they call it pea meal bacon because they feed the pigs nothing but peas.
So it's just
Oh.
about bacon.
To specifically make the
You know what else? You know what they call English muffins in England?
Muffins.
Muffins.
That's crazy.
No shit.
That's a mind
That's
blower.
crazy. Then why the hell do we call American cheese?
What do they
Why don't we
call,
just call American cheese cheese?
America.
Don't they call Cool
They're like
Ranch?
singing her name.
What do they call Cool Ranch? Because like ranch is called
Yeah.
American dressing
Yeah.
elsewhere, so they're called Cool American Doritos.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Those
We're not actually cool.
Yeah. Don't let that bag of chips fool you.
Yeah.
We
I
kind
thought
of
my
suck a
stepdad
little.
was an asshole. Then I got these chips, and I was like, damn, it's all right.
It's just alright.
All right. Thank you, Frito Lay.
So yeah, then I did the whole ancestry thing, you know. I started my 14-day free trial and researched the fuck out of shit
Oh,
in
yeah.
those 14 days, and yeah, I'm directly related to those motherfuckers. So.
How did you feel when you found that out?
Little blue.
That's understandable.
He listened to a bunch of Miles Davis.
Dude, it's so punny tonight.
1965.
You're very funny.
Yeah, and then he progressed on. He started doing drugs.
Yeah, so blue fugates.
What's your favorite color?
Green, actually.
Hey,
Not blue.
that's why. That's
Which is
why.
yellow
We,
and
that's
blue.
why we picked the green for the cover for the.
Because it's my favorite color? You don't want me to feel so blue?
Right, right. We were gonna go with blue, but when I saw that article about the Fugates,
Oh, yeah.
Who has
I thought it was because you like Yoda.
Who has the blue? Does Yoda have a blue saber?
No,
Who has a
Yoda's the
blue
green
saber?
one.
Green.
It was
Luke,
Obi-Wan
yeah.
until Qui-Gon got. And when Qui-Gon got.
To
Yep.
He like sucked a dick? What?
no, he died. He
Qui-Gon got
spoiler alert.
killed, and he dropped his blue laser down the frickin' shaft. And then
That's what she
when
said.
Obi-Wan was doing a forced jump to get revenge, he
Why don't you just
grabbed-
give away the whole thing?
Spoiler alert.
God, I don't think not
Disney's
everybody
next
has
to
seen Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Well,
So I got this piece of paper in front of me,
Yeah, we gotta go by the script, right?
and it says at 9:15 we're supposed to do a weekly top 5 comedians, but it's 9:25.
So we should push that to next.
So I don't know if we skip that and go right to Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, no, we could still do that. We'll just wait for Aaron to get back.
Yeah, we'll wait for him to get back.
Yeah.
Does
I mean,
everybody's top
I mean, we
5?
could just go ahead and
I'm
say
assuming
fuck
it's
it.
everybody's top 5.
Yeah, just top 5
Okay.
comedians,
I'm like
man.
trying to think of 5 comedians.
It's easy, dude.
All right, because
It's easy.
Because
I've
it's
got
rolling.
way too many to list.
All right, let's see.
Your mom,
Bradford, think about that.
It's kind of funny.
I got.
because she
I
had
got
you.
it.
You got it. You got it. What's your top 5?
We gotta
It's
wait.
gotta be.
Gotta wait for the Blue Man Group.
We'll just rotate through.
We do dead air.
I gotta do
Top 5 comedians.
top
Dinner's
5
healthy
comedians.
sometimes.
Top 5 comedians.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Dun-dun.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of thought all 5 of us were sitting here, but
See, we need
Oh!
All right, number 5.
we need segue music,
Well, the volume didn't quite
Yeah.
work out.
like little
Don't
jingles.
bring up our technical errors.
Here, hold on. Here's how we do that. Yeah, no. All right, let's see.
Alright, we'll start with the guest.
I need a pencil.
oh, you guys
Okay.
you sidetracked me and I stopped it.
So,
Is there any
Uh,
pen around here somewhere?
Nice.
Mitch Hedberg. That's my
Oh,
face.
okay.
Good one.
That's on my face. I like the Sam Kinison crazy. Yeah.
Sam Kinnis.
Yeah. The guy that was like,
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah. yeah.
That would have hurt my
Um,
voice.
So that's 2,
That's 2.
right? Oh no, it's downhill from here. Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are like the people that like made me like pee myself. Like I actually like explored the stuff that wasn't on network TV or something. I was like,
That's the noise he makes me pee every time.
yes. That's the reason.
look these guys up more. I just pissed myself.
Obviously, we have to give a shout out to Eddie Murphy.
He's good.
You know,
Eddie Murphy.
only in leather though. I enjoy Murphy in leather. It's a strange coincidence, but when he was on that, wearing that.
Yeah.
He was on that. Wearing that.
Sometimes you have some built-in air conditioner if you add it when you're wearing leather. He was of that group.
All right, I got it.
So I got 4. I need to name one more. Dan Schumacher, West Side,
Okay.
Really?
class of '98.
99.
Shit. That was a bad joke.
That's your number one?
just
You don't
not
even know
really-
what year he graduated?
Yeah, that is
Jeez,
not
my
even really
God.
that funny.
That was my
Yeah.
5th.
That's
You
fine.
kind of look like Luke Skywalker.
What? Oh, I definitely did when I was a kid. I had the Luke Skywalker hair because I mean this was like the '80s and shit, and, you know, and I got a haircut like once a year.
You need to post kid pictures now tomorrow.
Just because
Oh,
your
yeah, I gotta
just
post
because
it.
your whole
because your
piece of-
uncle used to farm moisture.
Is that? Yeah. Well. Okay.
That's a reach.
Yeah. But they didn't survive that. I don't
No.
want to talk about that.
That's my favorite action picture.
Some
The
fucking-
Charter Mage of Uncle Ben.
Yeah, some military people came by and killed them when they were looking for some robots or something.
We're talking about comedy, so.
Oh yeah, that was depressing. All right, so while Brad was talking, I put together my top 5.
I wish I had video editing software to turn myself blue every time some sad shit gets
So I can take care of that for you.
Right, yeah.
All
We
right.
need an LED flashlight for Dark Racing cause it'll be like,
Since it's not this. Okay, number 5.
Is that what that means? You get it off your chest when you go?
I think so. Yes. Screen went blank. Okay, number 5. Rest his soul, Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy. That's number 5. Number 4, Dave Chappelle.
I love this.
Number 3,
Not to put him in your top 5 though. So.
Robin
He
Williams.
couldn't replace Dan.
What? Number 3, Robin Williams.
Okay.
Hilarious.
And Black.
I don't know that I've ever seen Robin Williams stand up.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
That's good.
Google that.
Yeah.
Google that.
Number 2, George Carlin.
Yep.
Number 1, Tosh.
Tosh.
Daniel Tosh.
Daniel Tosh is your number 1.
Daniel Tosh. Daniel Tosh is the first stand-up special where I saw where I was in fucking tears. That dude does not give a fuck. I love it. Yes.
I have heard his stand-up is good.
Yes.
I hate his show.
Yes.
No.
It's funny.
You know, I've seen maybe
I'm
one
watching
episode.
Brinkleberry right now.
Oh yeah. it's
I've
good.
seen maybe one episode of Tosh.0. It was okay, but like his stand-up
Oh, you're okay.
is
This show's funny.
I hate Tosh Point I really do. I can't stand that show.
That's all right.
All right, mine. Starting at 5, they're actually new. The Lucas Brothers.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I loved the format. I love they were up there together. I loved their
Is that-
chemistry.
You
Like
count that as 1?
that's my number 5.
Can I say like the Wayne brothers and that counts as 1? Or is that 2? Just continue.
Well, no, because their show is together. No,
What the hell is going on? Oh, okay.
He's being a creepy white.
We're talking about my.
The damn door was just like creeping open.
Well, no, the Lucas brothers. Their show is together.
Okay.
Like they're on stage together, and they like have this weird chemistry, and they make it awkward, and they make it funny.
I guarantee you these motherfuckers are about to start fireworking.
They should.
Well, of course we are. We're
It
in,
is the season.
We're in Westwood.
Yeah.
Tis the
Or it's
season.
just the gunshots.
Or it's everybody dying. It's everybody slaughtering the sun.
It's all. They don't get theirs.
So the Lucas brothers.
Number 4, Louis C.K.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good.
I love that motherfucker. Like,
He's a good one. I have him on the list, but I do love him.
he's another one. Like, he's kind of like, you know, I've heard Tosh.0 kind of like hits every subject. You know, doesn't matter. You know, whatever.
I like Louis C.K. because he's like he talks about things that you like daydream when you're in like a meeting or something.
Are we
You know?
frozen on Facebook right now?
No, I see us moving.
Oh, we're moving.
You on Sprint?
No, I'm not. AT&T.
Yeah, we're not on, guys.
You're right.
Hit the power button.
Powered by Nextel.
Yeah, Louis C.K. Dave Chappelle, number 3.
There you go.
Bo Burnham, number 2.
He's a good.
Okay.
God, but he's good.
It's good.
And my number 1, I know he's gotten like overplayed, overrun, everything
Why
else.
do you have to defend him before you?
Because
mention
no,
the
he's
number one?
turned to shit. He has turned to shit here in his recent years.
Dane Cook.
Cook.
Oh God.
No, he was never good.
Fucking thief lover.
I fucking every show, everything, I watched it all, and I actually knew it all by heart. I could fucking take everything, and then everything just. That's why I know it by heart, because it all became the same, and just
I'm really sorry about that.
fuck.
New York
Beam
Times.
me up.
Oh right, I
Beam me up.
thought it was like, man, it's a fucking weekend fireworks.
Right.
Yeah,
Dane Cook was hilarious in Waiting. You ever seen that
Yeah.
movie?
I love that movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, I always get Dane. For some reason, I always get Dane Cook and what's his name, Ryan Reynolds mixed up.
Do you?
Blasphemy.
Ryan
Reynolds
Reynolds
plays the same character in every movie.
Ryan Reynolds
And
is
he's
like a
hilarious.
pretty version of Dane Cook, though. It's like
Yes.
if he was.
I can
crazy.
see that.
I can see that.
When Ryan Reynolds was actually obviously, yeah, he was cast as Deadpool technically. And
He's perfect for Deadpool.
The horrible Wolverine.
Because you
movie.
can't see his face.
But he is perfect for Deadpool. Perfect. I mean, when I saw Van Wilder, it's like,
Wolverine movie.
yes.
There's no horrible Wolverine movie. I
Or-
like them all.
Yeah. the
X-Men Origins,
I liked
Wolverine.
all X-Men's, all Origins, all spin-offs. I loved them all.
You like
Every
shitty
one.
Deadpool?
Huh?
You like shitty
Deadpool
Deadpool?
Oh, in Origins.
Well, no, I didn't like that version of Deadpool.
I didn't
but
like get that version.
Yeah, it was weird.
But I liked that movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That maybe makes sense. You're next.
My number 5 I have is Dan Harmon. He was a writer for the show Community.
Oh, okay.
As well.
I don't know that name.
He has a podcast. It's really funny. Number 4 I have Jim Jeffries.
Oh, I didn't even think of putting
Yeah.
him on my fucking list.
Number 3 I have Jim Norton.
He's good. I like him.
And then number 2 I have Pryor, and 3 I have Carlin.
Mm.
Or 1 I have Carlin.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I understand what you meant.
Right.
Yes, I was following the list,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good list. Dude, I rushed through my stuff. I
Solid
didn't even
list.
think about Jim Jeffries.
Yeah.
Jim Jeffries is totally on my list.
Solid list.
Who am I taking?
I guess my number 5 would be Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle's the shit. Then I guess. Fuck, I should have been thinking about this the whole time everyone was going around, but I wasn't. I like Bert Kreischer. Van Wilder was actually Bert Kreischer's story. He was that's like that movie is
Yeah.
made after his life.
Oh shit.
Oh, really?
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of
I
cool.
don't know if you ever heard of Bert Kreischer before. He has this really funny Russian story about
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
him robbing this train with the Russian mafia.
When he was over in
That's a
Russia
good-
with his class.
That's a Google.
It's the best ever.
Let me see. I like. I gotta go with Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham for 3. That's so fucking. His show sucked. I don't know if you ever watched his actual show on Disney. I think.
I didn't
Oh,
know he
yeah.
had a
No.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like around the same time that.
I
kid-
thought he went right from YouTube to stand-up specials.
No. He had like one of those
shit.
stupid shows right around the same time that kid that would suck helium and do those little videos.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Fred?
Fred.
Ah,
On
fuck
the same
that.
time.
Oh my
Fred
god, I
did
can't
the
believe
show.
no. Scratch that. Can you edit that part out? I don't know who Fred is.
You don't need to know who Fred
I don't
is.
know who Fred is.
For my number 2, be Ari Shaffir.
Yeah. he's
Oh,
good.
okay.
he's
Yep.
And then my number 1 is going to be Joe Rogan.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. No, hold on. I'm gonna take Bo out of it and put in Joey Diaz.
I know the name. I don't know.
Joey Diaz is like this fat Italian dude. He's fucking hilarious. Talks like this,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I think so. Yeah, I've seen.
Joey
I've
Diaz,
seen-
motherfucker.
I saw one of his on. Yeah. I saw one of his on Comedy Central once.
Yeah, see, because now that he says his, I almost take Lucas Brothers out, move 2 through 4 down, and put Jim Jeffries in at number 2.
I'm sticking with my top 5. I think.
Yeah.
I
Have
think
you guys
I'm-
ever seen This Is Not Happening?
No.
It's
No.
a show that Ari Shaffir. You guys know who Ari Shaffir is?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He has a show on Comedy Central called This Is Not Happening, where comedians. It's shot in a strip club, but comedians come up and tell like stories that they've been through in their life. It's pretty funny.
It's shot in a strip club?
Yeah, shot in a strip club.
Who was that? That was just. Was that Drew? That said he. No, who was here that said they did like something at a strip club and it was weird? Like they had to do a show
Nothing's
in
weird at a strip
intermissions
club.
at a strip club and he said it was awkward.
Oh, I don't know.
That's actually I don't know if you've seen I'm Dying Up Here. It's I think it's HBO. Yeah, it's on HBO. I'm sorry, you can't. Since you don't have HBO. Alright, it takes place in California at a place called the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Store. It's like a really big comedy place in California.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in that during the 70s when Jim Carrey was coming up. Jim Carrey's
Yeah.
the producer of the show. And I just like completely fucking blanked. And everything. Anyways, some of the guys that performed there started out playing in a strip club during intermissions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what they would do. They would do comedy and like clear out a strip club when they were closing down.
Huh.
We had somebody on the show that said they did
Did we?
something at a strip club.
Was it
and
Tasha?
It was weird.
That would be weird.
There's nothing weird about a strip club. Why do you guys think that's...
No, if there's comedy in a strip club.
Yeah, that is odd.
Strip clubs are annoying.
I haven't been to a strip club since Deja Vu was around.
Yeah,
How many
same.
years ago is that?
Same. I would say the same.
I only go to strip clubs like when my friends drag me to strip
Oh,
clubs.
it's
Yeah.
annoying that they just bug you all fucking night.
I've been
Yeah.
to-
What, baby? You want to
They sit down at your table and I
Well-
was like, I immediately go, I'm not buying you a drink. I'm not tipping you. And they go, oh, okay, honey, and they get up and leave.
I went with my friend Carrie, so they kind of left us alone.
I've been to a lot of strip clubs.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of strip clubs. I'm really not.
I was
It's awkward.
It is
I
awkward.
was
So I'd rather do this behind like
hanging out with Chuck.
a window.
I almost
if I could just walk
became
through a window.
Well, I mean,
a regular
Yeah,
concert.
like I usually do. You know, sneak up second floor,
the
watch them
internet-
undress.
The internet's
Like an
cheaper.
adult.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Get a nice pair of binoculars.
Yeah.
I have
You know,
Pornhub. I don't
George
really-
McFly style, and you're good, right?
This family does George McFly style. Fucking mothers.
Well, no, that was Marty's mom trying to hit on him.
Yeah.
All defense to George McFly, it was actually not. It wasn't. Yeah. It was his future wife hitting on his future son. That is odd.
Well,
Did
she
you guys-
thought his name was Calvin.
I know. I know.
He was trying to play it cool.
I know. That's why you don't
You're just
wear
affinity
purple
because you
underwear.
have the same haircut. Did you guys ever see that they came out with the same shoes he had on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Briefly.
yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
They were
have
very
one.
limited and very expensive.
The hoverboard thing was a joke, though. That wasn't true. Remember, like, they had all those videos with, like,
Oh
Tony
yeah.
Hawk and shit on that hoverboard?
Yeah,
sure.
It was all
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bullshit. Why do they call
And then like right after that, they squashed our dreams and we're like, this shit's never gonna happen.
Never.
guys.
Right.
No one will ever be able to invent this.
Unless you have cables, this ain't happening.
Why do they call the fucking
The wheelie thing's hoverboards.
Yeah, why do they call the fucking two wheelie things hoverboards?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
I think
False
that was.
advertising.
I think that's
They
all.
should edit and call them razors.
Yeah.
Razors without
I don't know.
handles.
I think that's all marketing and just some asshole company like copyrighted the name or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because it's basically a. You remember those old skateboards that had the it's a scooter, but it's a
But,
Segway.
four-
It's
four
a
wheels.
Segway.
Yeah. Have 4 wheels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. They have some pretty cool shit out now, though. They have like skateboards with motors in them now and shit. Like long boards with motors.
Oh, yeah.
Solar
Yeah.
power and shit.
I know back in the 80s and 90s we had to create that shit,
Mhm.
taking apart a lawnmower. And
Yeah,
that's
I
the
was-
only way that we had that shit.
I was watching CNN the 80s last night.
Oh, nice.
And they were plugging the show Real People. And they showed this dude in like Utah with like the mountains are behind. He has some fucking roller skates, like light tan leather, orange gummy wheels. He had a fucking weed
Charlie
whacker
Brown's?
engine on the side of one of the fucking and he was just rolling around with a long ass fucking little phone switch. They just always see all these people jogging and he'd be like one day I thought that people would like motor on a nice pair of roller skates. Get out of here. 30 years, bro. Motorized skate.
People still skate.
Mm-hmm.
They do. I have kids, and I like took
Yeah, I was
my
at one.
kids to the skating place like
Nice.
one time, and actually some of the people that like when I was in school, I would go skating, and they were really good. And
They're
had,
part of the-
they
they're
had
part of the team.
$400 like speed skates and
They're
shit.
part of the team.
They were still there, like double crossing, doing the whole backwards, and they were like,
They do all the tricks and shit still?
That's fun.
dude, like
the hell outta here.
it was like
Okay.
they hadn't left since we were
They
out of
hadn't.
school.
Yeah.
It's not like that. They really hadn't left.
Dude,
Okay.
yeah, dude, it was weird.
Is
I
it
was
that
like-
they just
They just
that
cut the
tradition
quarters
is-
from the arcade games.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I hung out at the skating places at the yard.
I only went there for the part where they would everybody could take their skates off and meet in the middle. And they would play music.
Oh no! I always played all the
It
like.
was the heavy petting zoo.
I played all the arcade games and skee ball and won a bunch of like little
Tickets?
hands and shit that you could fling on a wall.
Muscle
and little
men.
gumballs and stuff. Muscle men.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were real
shit ton.
popular back in
Dude.
those days.
I fucked
yeah,
my
very.
I fucked my
Very.
parents ceiling up with one of those, man. We pulled out all this ceiling finisher shit with those hands. There was all these gas. We're like, what are we going to do? We're like, white out, man. We'll get some white out. So we stood on chairs and painted that shit white out. And while it was wet, it was perfect.
Nice.
And then by the time they came home, it dried.
Dan was
Busted.
Dan was obnoxious in high school.
Oh god, I'm still obnoxious.
Funny thing is, no, he's not. He's calmed down because I like him now.
I like that.
All right. Well, I mean, he knows this. We've joked about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I didn't like this guy in high school.
Oh man.
He was too out there for me. Too out there. He'd yell at houses with gnomes and statues and shit, and I couldn't figure out why.
Fucking house. Yeah.
I know, you know exactly.
Yeah.
There was this one house in
Zach Wells, if
Coleraine.
you're listening, you know damn well what I'm talking about.
But like, Zach Wells was, my buddy, and then we were mutual friends with Zach Wells. So then occasionally me and Dan would be together through Zach Wells, not together that way, no homo. And
So you guys were all natives?
Natives?
Yeah. Of Coleraine?
oh yeah,
Oh man,
Native apparel.
Just
I
like
met-
the native brand.
I met Aaron in the 5th grade.
yeah,
We've
we've known each other way back.
Yeah. I don't remember what the hell year that was, but yeah.
Yeah.
94, 95.
Yes. Holy crap! Really? Okay. Yeah.
All right, look, guys, I really want to do this. This is my first one on this podcast, and they have this.
Oh, is that America?
They
No.
have, they,
All
have
right.
they have these things to play. Never have I ever.
Oh damn. Okay.
So, can we play Never Have I Ever?
Yeah, sure, man.
Fuck yeah, we can play.
I'm gonna
Hand
pass
them
this
out.
Fuck your story.
Here, take one down and pass it around.
We're playing the
More or less.
That's
Fuck
Me and
yeah,
Dan were
so
awkward
long.
fucks in high school.
No, you can continue.
Oh man. Yeah. Continue. I love hearing your version. It's great.
Ooh.
But
There's no separate
We got
version.
just
I was an
enough.
asshole in high school.
No, it wasn't even as an asshole. He was just weird.
Dude, I was. dick, man.
I was weird. Okay, we're all weird in high school.
Speak for yourself.
For those of you new in Corey, the house is still there, and I think they still have a lot of shit up, but it's not quite as much shit as they used to.
Sound effects.
But it's on Woodsong.
Is that what the name of the street? Okay,
Are we gonna drive by there on the way home just so you can yell at them?
No, it's out of the way.
He would there's this house, and they had like 100 little yard gnomes and like statues and pink flamingos, and like all this shit
Well, that's 'cause they eat
in a
shrimp.
fenced-in front yard. It was all the whole front yard was fenced in, and they had all these little creatures and shit.
So you know they're elderly.
He
right.
fucking hated it for some reason, and anytime you drove by, nope. He would he would literally halfway out the window. Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck your gnomes and your flamingos, and fuck you as loud as he could.
Yeah.
And I thought it was absurd.
I was like 14 or 15, and I wanted attention. I guess I don't know what, because I never hated the house. I thought it was odd, but it was just kind of like something that I did that made people in the car with me laugh. So that's why I did it. Yeah.
I got confused.
God, I didn't know this was gonna be all fucking like psychology.
I got confused. I'm sorry.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe I looked at it wrong. Maybe I was confused.
That's exactly it. I wanted attention, and I wanted to make people laugh, and that house was a scapegoat for me.
Could I trouble you for a Fugate Blue Man group?
Oh. Oh.
Gracias,
Smokes on the
amigo.
air.
So, as you're looking through the list there, LB,
As I'm looking through the
Yes.
I would like to actually go through the list and segment them by sections, because I went to like 8 different websites and just pulled off questions.
Segmentation?
Segmentation.
Human centipede?
Okay.
So, you'll get so they're all mixed up, and some of them are like, rated G, some of them are rated R, some of them are, I would like to, get the...
Basically, what I'm saying is find the dirty ones.
Separate the dirty ones from the clean ones. I'd like to redo the list, but...
That's your first task as producer.
That's your first task.
Right.
Rearrange that fucking list.
Gracias.
Rate the list.
Hold on.
Do you have a pen?
No. Use your blood.
No pen for you!
Oh!
Alright. This is gonna be difficult.
Newbie.
Yeah, okay, so you have to tell why, right? That's part of
You
it.
can.
You can.
Yeah, you don't have
Okay.
to if you're trying to.
Alright, we're gonna start off small. We're gonna start off small.
And don't worry if it's already crossed off. I mean,
Sometimes I get confused on this game too.
like this one. I think it can bring up
You
conversation.
haven't what I
Keep
drank.
it under the table. Don't
That's
check
what I was
it.
trying
Yeah,
to
but
the
sometimes I hold it up,
conversation
not realizing what I'm like.
Can we go
what
over,
the
Ted?
question means?
we can go over.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Because this is fun.
Well, hold on, Doug. You have to work tomorrow?
Huh?
You have to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's okay, dude. I'm good until about like 10 and 1.
Oh, well, good. We got plenty of time.
Alright, first one. You guys probably got things.
He's blue.
Never have I ever finished an entire Jawbreaker.
I have finished his hard drive.
I'm going to say nope.
Fuck yeah, I have.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm way too impatient.
Are we
for
talking
that
about a
shit.
double negative here? Never have I ever
The,
finished.
the really big
And this
ones?
is coming from the I'm lazy, I'm a procrastinator, I never
You
finish
finished an
anything.
entire Jawbreaker.
One of the okay.
I'm talking the Jawbreaker.
The big
I
big
never
ones.
bit it?
The big
Oh.
ones, yes. It took me an entire summer. I was 11
Yeah,
years old.
so-
Fucking disgusting.
It
I've
was.
never done
It is
that.
very gross when you think about
No,
it.
I've never done that.
Where'd you keep it when you
Coming
weren't?
from the guy who
what?
never
Where'd you
finishes
keep
anything.
it when you weren't going down on it?
Like right next, like a little
Did you
shelf
put it
right
next to your
the bed.
retainer and the little
Yeah,
shelf thing there?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was right where I saved my gum.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, from the guy who never finishes anything.
I know. Yeah.
His
No,
It was
jaw-
called.
No, but you know what I
Worms.
have? I haven't done that. But my youngest, and I'm not gonna I'm not trying to it sounds horrible for a father, but I seriously watched her finish one of those, like the ones on the stick. Like the big one?
Jawbreaker's on a stick? No.
Yeah.
Well, they cheated. So the ones when I was 11, there was no stick. But yes, they're about the same. Because it's about
Same
like this
size.
big.
Now
And then
they're-
they put them on a stick.
Don't they end on like a delicious powdery old school treat? Like isn't the middle layer like a compressed?
No, I don't know.
I thought that's
Not really.
No, I think a jawbreaker's all
Smarty
fuck you.
sucker.
This
It's
might be
different
God's
layers.
peppers.
It was different layers and
Blow
different
pops.
colors and stuff
Okay,
like that. Yeah.
No, my youngest, who's 6, she less than a week. Seriously, got through the whole thing.
Which one is 6 now?
Lyric.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
Which I mean, if you knew Lyric better,
Wow.
like she's fucking like she's like the Tasmanian devil.
We played.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we played
She's fucking psycho.
House or something one time. It was great.
She's psycho.
Is she?
That's what it is.
Good for her. That's awesome.
You ever seen the movie Jawbreaker?
No.
With Rose
The
McGowan.
girls,
sorry.
Yeah.
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 Nope.
I like
It's
that
not.
too.
It's not one of them.
Nope.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that was good. They like kidnapped her friend. They kidnapped their friend for her birthday. They put a jawbreaker in her mouth and they put her in the trunk. And then they were gonna take her shopping. Well, they opened up the fucking trunk and the bitch swallowed the jawbreaker and died in the trunk. And there's like a big ass jawbreaker in her throat.
Oh, that's
It's one of those very 90s weird stories.
That sounds like a lot.
Or I think it's early, I don't even know it was 90s. It might be
That's
early
right.
2000s.
That
Sounds
Are we
like
talking like? Are
Manslaughter.
we talking like kids? 90s weird? Are we
Talking
talking like?
The Craft.
Yes.
Craft.
Yeah, because Craft wasn't a kids movie actually.
That wasn't a kids movie.
No, if you go back and watch it, that shit is not a kids movie.
Oh hell. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, half of Nickelodeon wasn't a fucking kid show.
Dude.
You ever seen was it The Adventures of Ed and Ed?
Oh yeah.
Nah.
That would never fly today.
Dude, you know how much shit like we grew up on that like I went back and had my kids watch? Like, oh, I grew up watching this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? I can't hear this. What the hell's going on right now?
Okay, I recently rediscovered Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was a Nick.
Oh yeah, that was a Canadian.
Oh
joint.
my god.
That was Canadian?
That's
Yeah, they were
still
all made in
rules.
Canada.
I saw an
Oh.
episode. It's still awesome. Anyway, go
Nah,
on.
support it.
Right.
Go on.
All right. Okay.
Erie, Indiana.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember that show?
Never have I ever farted in public, smelt it, and enjoyed it.
America.
I think biologically, we're supposed to like our own farts.
Oh, dude.
I cleared out a pool hall.
We
Full
did-
American chip.
Which pool hall was that?
Mike's.
Was that local?
Michael's?
Oh god, was that Michael's?
No.
Or Sharks?
Sharks and shooters?
Sharks.
No. It was shorts and shooters by the time I was
Shorts and shooters.
It was bad.
Hamilton?
It was at an alternative joint called the Golden Lions. And those folks,
Never heard of that one.
yeah, they were the folks who were a little particular about the scents coming out of that region. As it were.
The region? The dark region?
And yes, and I played the proper megahertz flute. And
Have you
it was raunch. It was raunch though. It wasn't the movement. It was the notes played. Yeah.
Radio edit.
It was
Right,
shit.
you did a video edit, yes. I just now I'm looking at this paper and it says metal band and I don't think
That was not a
I
metal
don't think we
response.
ever went like we are hardcore. We are also you know,
I did.
or whatever. Yeah.
Well, dude, if you ever looked at the Wikipedia for metal, there's so many subgenres that breaks it down so crazy.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Can't take it.
I tried once.
No, but before you get too off topic, the fart thing. The only farts that I ever smell of mine that I actually like enjoy are the White Castle farts.
Oh,
Because I'm like, it makes me want more White
Oh,
Castle.
man. Yeah. Because they did.
It smells like a White Castle, and I'm like,
a
damn, I
White
want
Castle,
another
a White
burger.
Castle fart smells like a slider case.
It does, and, then, like, and you want more. You're like, oh man, I could go for another cheeseburger right now.
I work with the family and it's open warfare. My Uncle Scott was microwaving a dish of oatmeal. And my dad stopped it halfway and farted all over the top of it and stuck it back in a microwave. It was like The Fly, man. I was like, how you gonna transmogrify the fecal particles through a microwave? Like, it's not just apple cinnamon, it's apple cinnadult. And to get them back for like a month, every time my dad left the office, my uncle would shit on his water cup and then put a coaster over top. And every time he came back in your office, there was a coaster over top. You knew it was Mark. And then it started bleeding over to me, man. I'd come back from lunch and my fucking coffee mug was capped. I was like, who distilled in my... I wasn't even part of this. I didn't, you know...
I didn't shit in your oatmeal.
Yeah, I didn't shit. You wasn't talking about Ninja Turtles, man. Secret of the Ooze. Master Splinter ripped one in April's oatmeal. And then everyone wants to talk about pizza. And I'm like, what's going on?
Cops. That story went like 800 different directions.
Sorry.
That's why I brought Bradford here.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Hell no.
All right, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Never have I ever had an STD scare.
No.
Oh, fucking the band members? No.
No. No, man. No.
Catch me backstage.
Uh-oh. We got a story over there.
Not yet. No.
Not.
No.
Let's tell it.
Yeah. For all you saying fuck yeah, I'm
Let's-
interested.
Let's just say that
Dirty girls.
I slept with someone that
Really?
later
That's how you get them.
That's how you get
that
it.
later may or may not have been a prostitute,
Or may have been at the time.
or may have not been at the time. I also may have not had been married.
How's the wife,
It's getting
LB?
better and better. All right.
How's
Dude.
the wife?
Hey,
Captain's log.
Wow.
I'm also no longer married.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
That's good because otherwise it probably would have been. No.
No longer married. Anyways.
That happened
Anybody
at that
else got
house.
stories?
No, you haven't finished yours.
The house that happened and
Even
also
God
was struck
didn't
by
like
lightning
it.
and burnt down.
Holy.
God said, "Fuck you."
And
Obi."
all the crabs.
alright, my story. You ready for my story?
Yes.
Okay, it was more than a scare.
Well, you've got an STD.
I had an STD that was curable.
Sure.
That's
That's what they all said.
I was with a girl. I was married to her, and we had separated for a while.
That's
And
what happened when we were
then
separated.
things happened when we were separated.
Anything goes.
Right.
And then we got back together, and it was cool. And then we started running threesomes and shit, and that was cool. And then one day we found out she came over from the doctor, and she had, what is it? Which one's is the
AIDS.
Which one's the curable one?
Syphilis.
Gonorrhea or chlamydia or?
Well,
I think
chlamydia's-
all of them are,
chlamydia,
aren't
like
Aren't
chlamydia,
all
They
of them-
call it.
cool with dudes.
Aren't all of them
It's curable.
curable except for herpes and AIDS?
Hepatitis isn't.
Well, yeah, is that it?
Was it hepatitis?
No,
Is that-
no.
Okay.
No,
You had hepatitis?
it was gonorrhea or chlamydia. One of the-
Yeah, one of them. Fuck it.
Whichever one
Maybe
that,
both.
whichever one that it's both men and women, and then it's curable.
Crabs?
What's the one that causes bubbles and speaking in Spanish?
But no, so anyways, the girl at the time goes up, to get her little, regular annual pap smear and finds out she's got some shit. And then, so I was like, well, fuck. So then I had to go do my test thing, which is the only time I've ever had to do my test thing because I've been married for a fucking long time, where the shit hurts. And turn out
Unfriendly Q-tip.
I had the unfriendly Q-tip. So I had it, and they prescribed some medicine and it went away. Shitty part was, we had to call everybody we had had a threesome with, and tell them.
Sorry to bring it to you, but you need a 5-pack of Q-tips.
We figured out where it came
And I
from.
called
That was
you.
wrong.
Oh my
It happened
God,
while
how
we were,
was-
and she was the one that got it.
That's
and passed it to me.
classic.
What was your opener for that phone call?
Have you updated your Google listing?
Do you have to register?
You have to knock on people's doors.
Hi, my name is Ryan.
The most fucked up part is that is still today my current wife.
Well,
I'm still married to
man,
her.
I think that's
Fuck
rad.
yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Ern, you get a fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'll tell you what though, I didn't mind all the disease part, I didn't mind all that you separated part. It was calling like fucking 5 people that I was just like,
Dan, did
hey,
you
there was one
call?
drunken night you had sex with my wife.
I did not.
Dan,
You're man, I got
Where was my phone?
So is it fair to say that you're no longer having threesomes?
That's not entirely unfair or not untrue
Oh.
or true to say. What?
Yeah, no. Remember, we're talking about Dave Chappelle. I plead the fifth. Fifth.
I thought we were.
F-I-F. Fifth.
I thought we were getting into True Nature Dark Regions. Man.
Trinacia Dark Regions. What?
Yep.
He's not drinking.
True nature of dark.
Hey, you
regions,
wrote.
man.
Hey, you had a fuck yeah sign up. What do
Yeah,
you got?
I dated a
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
I just dated a girl that was very experienced.
I know who you're talking about.
And then was even more experienced while we were together. So I got tested. And I'm good.
Ooh, do I know who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Was she fun
Into
at
dominatrix.
the time?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
Well, at least 3 of us know how.
Well, okay. So you had a
Q-tip.
scare. You
I
had-
was on a lot of pills.
I get.
I also didn't
Understood.
get anything. Just to let everybody.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We're all clear here.
We're all clear.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yes.
You didn't.
Clear.
You
We're all
didn't-
negative.
I was positive, but mine cleared up.
I'm just negative T cells. It's 8.
All right. On to the next one. Never have I ever dined and dashed.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I feel like these.
I'm trying to. No, I have always paid. I've not left a tip.
That's
But-
just a dick move.
Right.
That's even more dick than not paying.
Yeah. But no. I've yes, I've always paid the bill.
You're just a fucking goody two shoes.
I
being
was
like
at-
the lead in
I'm
a
gonna
metal
have,
band.
I'm a lead singer, main songwriter of a heavy metal.
And
band.
that comes from a guy
I'm
who
goody.
screams at yards with yard gnomes in
Yeah.
them.
Yes, and I do
Right.
scream profanities at yard.
I got somebody else's order at McDonald's, and then I drove back through the drive-thru and told them they forgot my order and got my order.
Oh,
Count?
that's
It
fucking
worked.
awesome.
It worked.
That's genius.
Yeah, that's
as
really
fuck.
good.
It worked, dude. Fuck it.
I dined and dished on my sister when she was a waitress.
That's
She was
funny.
so fucking mad.
My cousin was like,
It was her first day.
my boy's got an internet coupon. It's all comp.
You didn't know.
I didn't know. And
Oh shit! Oh, hold on.
were you there that night?
No, but I do have to put this up.
Okay.
So,
Internet coupon. D and D.
an hour and a half ago, I mentioned Robbie Wolfen and his cousin. Yeah, we had what we called free Taco Bell night because the Taco Bell right down the street from his house, they gave you your food before they
Took your money?
took your money. So yeah, we had free Taco Bell night. So yes, I will go with a fuck yeah. Absolutely.
So you would just receive the food and then drive off?
Yeah. And we actually yelled into the thing like fuck you or something. Oh, the Dukes are dead. There was yes.
Oh,
Yes.
another band.
There was a band thing. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes.
No, mine was at the Hooters in Newport, the one in the boat.
Yep.
Went with a group of friends, and 2 of the friends were sketch. I knew they were sketch,
Dan sketch?
not Dan sketch. But they were, known to be, some of the sketchier Coleraine people. But you'll know their names: Randy Flannery and Michael Aker.
Name drop.
And it was me, Randy Flannery, Michael Aker, and a few other people. And me and one of the dudes went to the bathroom to go, before the meal was ending. It was like, let's go to the bathroom before we head out. Walked out and started heading back to the table and saw nobody at the table.
Just thought they paid?
Then looked outside, saw the whole group running up that bridge. Like the bridge that goes from like the restaurant to the parking lot.
Yeah.
and we're still kind of somewhat in the lobby, and we were like, fuck. Because I got money to pay for it. Yeah, run. And so we just fucking dipped. We ran out. So, I mean, it wasn't technically like, that's not my intention.
They were dying ditching you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they were dying ditching me, and so I died and ditched just based on the fact that I couldn't cover Hooters for fucking like 5 or 6 people.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I left.
Alright. Never have I ever been caught masturbating.
Well, hold on. I've been married for like 18 years. Does my wife not count?
Did she walk in on you while you were doing it?
I mean, there's
You were
times where she's
surprised?
I'm pretty sure my dad walked in when
Okay, we'll just go
in high
with
school.
Turn that around, buddy.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, vacuum cleaner.
What?
What?
Excuse me, sir, what'd you say?
Hey, that's why I play rhythm guitar. And we play play fast. That's how you get the workout.
No, there's no cool story behind mine. Like mine, just literally, just like I mean, it's
I don't
happened
know.
30
I mean,
times.
if we're gonna get in depth, let's see. I searched for porn on the internet. I started practicing rhythm guitar on myself, and Dad walked in and asked me a question, and a story, and then it covers over. Oh, I'm taking it out, Dad. Get the fuck out. You know?
Taking it out.
No, yeah, that's about it. That's about as exciting as that's gonna get.
Yeah, nobody like kind of crazy's like walked in. I mean, like my parents never have, my kids never have. Like
Yeah.
nobody like ever like. I mean, Bailey.
It's not like American
It was my
Pie.
wife. Like like just I mean, it just happened like a week and a half ago. Like she walked in and I was having trouble and I was like, "Can you finish this, please?" That was basically it. Like
I've
Yeah.
been
End of
walked in
story.
on twice. First time I told my dad I was cleaning my room, and I took the vacuum in there and put my wiener in it.
Hold on, real quick. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is
100%
great.
serious. I think I was in like junior high.
So you fucked the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. Yeah, I did, man. And my dad, he opened my door and looked in. We made eye contact, and he closed the door, and we never talked about it. Yeah, that
Hey,
was
that's
the
a
first
cool
one.
dad.
An
Yeah.
excuse
Yeah.
to never vacuum.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Like, I'm not touching that fucking vacuum.
And then
How would
Damn,
you
whose
how,
fucking phone keeps blowing up?
how would you compare that to just your hand?
it was thrilling.
Was it? I've always wondered. I thought it was just like a TV
I mean,
thing
you
that
guys
might
got,
hurt you
Did
if
it
you
suck?
actually did it.
It did suck.
Can you finish with a vacuum?
It was a wet dry.
Oh no, I never got that far. It freaked me out when my
It
dad
sucks
walked in.
as it cuts. No, it's
Sucks.
different movie. Sorry.
I think-
Well, I do remember it. Because it was one of the old school. It was the metal ones that you would
Oh
pull it around with you and push it, and you clip the little bottom part off. And you put your little attachment on. It was metal. I remember that
It was
hurting.
your little attachment, wasn't it?
Right, yeah, it was.
Own that attachment.
So, what kind of lube did you use? What brand of lube?
None.
You
Dry
none.
dog at the
None.
time.
You wanted all the
Dry
raw.
dog.
the
Junior
raw
high, bro. I
lube.
dry
All
dog.
right.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
I dry dog now. I don't have time for
And then like
fucking lube.
2 years ago, at
Same
our
way.
Fuck.
Let's go.
I mean, if it's metal, I was wondering, like,
He's just
I
that
mean,
metal.
I'm getting a mental. I mean, because like the plastic things aren't completely cut thoroughly, so that can
Yeah.
probably scratch a little bit.
Yeah,
So
for
if you had a metal one,
It'd be nice to have a vacuum laying around just for like the end game.
and then our house that burnt
Shove
down.
it
Yeah.
in there.
yeah.
Our
That's
house that
understandable.
burnt down.
It's understandable.
I was going to send this girl a dick pic, so I started jerking off, and my buddy Josh O'Brien walked in the room and asked me if I wanted to go to Walmart. And I said, yeah, just give me like 10 minutes.
10
Let me finish.
10 minutes? That pick must not have been that good.
Right.
3 tops. You know? I mean, nope.
Alright, never have I ever kissed my cousin. You can stay out of this one. They already know.
No.
I haven't.
No.
You mean like passionately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike.
On mine.
Okay, well, since there's only one fuck yeah, let's hear it.
In my defense, I'm from Kentucky originally.
Oh, okay, well.
And
Are you guys related?
I don't know. Let's make out later and find out.
listen, look, we were both little. We were both little kids. And she like, it was by marriage. She was my cousin by marriage.
What the hell does that mean?
Right?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Okay, so it was like,
It's not
Step
blood
cousin?
related.
It was
You're
my-
related by a marriage.
it was my aunt's.
Somebody got
So
married.
your
to you.
cousin's
It was my aunt's.
Step cousin.
It was
Step
my
cousin.
aunt's spouse's nephew or niece. Sorry. Niece.
Nephew.
okay.
Right? So it's already a little bit confusing. there.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was my uncle's. I'm sorry, my uncle's. But my uncle had already passed away. Right? So I don't even know if like we were even cousins at that point.
So this is your uncle's
That's uncle's wife.
wife who had a kid from somebody
Sisters.
else. What the
Uncle's.
shit? How,
My uncle's. My
isn't that what fucking Rick Moranis said in Spaceballs?
my uncle's wife, sister's daughter.
It sounds like a.
I don't know if that's necessarily a cousin, man. That's something.
And the uncle has passed away.
It's a B cousin.
And she broke up with me because she started school before I did.
Ooh.
This ain't no passionate kiss. This is like relationship
It was my
material.
first girlfriend, bro.
Oh shit. Okay. So how did you find out that there was like some kind of relation?
Not until like years later.
And then you kind of did like a little, like Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura in the shower? Or-
She decided first a long time ago.
Yeah.
like-
She was about to start kindergarten before me. And she was like, listen,
Dude,
I need to be on the
It's
market.
no bullshit, man. I used
I'm
to hold
thinking-
hands with a girl in first grade, man.
I'm thinking 8th grade, we're
It didn't
switching to
happen.
high school,
Yeah.
right? No. I was just going to start kindergarten before.
It's
All right.
devastating, man, when that shit doesn't happen.
was
All right, you get it. Yeah, you get a pass.
It was
on that.
heartbreaking.
Okay. All right.
All right, man, that's good. We gotta start wrapping this shit up, though.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
It's we're gonna move on to our Cincinnati piece of shit of the week. What's our Cincinnati piece of shit of the week?
Oh.
We end it with every show. This week, it's not such a piece of shit as much as it is. It's kind of funny. They're idiots of the week, I guess. And this actually didn't happen even in Cincinnati. It was in Mainville, Ohio, which is in Warren County. Police are still trying to identify the two robbers. Two robbers.
Is that their last names?
No, they robbed something.
They're robbery suspects.
Committed a robbery.
July 3rd.
They're on a lamb, they go by Bob.
July 3rd. July 3rd at 2 a.m. Two young men broke into the Mainville Quick Stop. One pulled his shirt up over his head partially to
Hide his face.
hide his face.
Smart move.
And
But not his
the
beard.
Mainville police are still helping. They want to identify these people. I've already solved the crime. Two young men. One pulls his shirt up over his head. So that was Beavis.
Oh.
It was the great Cornholio.
Yeah.
Was one of them.
That's awesome.
What?
Did he steal TP?
First bone call.
You guys can see that we're
Yeah.
looking for Beavis.
We're looking for Beavis.
If you have any information on this lead, please contact us at 444-444. Call Blake Major now.
Or
Hashtag not your fault.
the Mainville Police Department.
That's fucking awesome.
But no, I saw this and I was like, two young men, one pulls his shirt over his head. And I was like, that's fucking Beavis the
Dude,
Butthead.
this is
It's a
so.
nice
Hold on.
track
Let me.
jacket, though. Do you know him? Do you know this man?
Is it Daniel Shoe?
Do you have a picture of the other guy?
Oh,
No,
I see what
that
he's
was the
doing.
only guy that was in the
Okay.
video.
No, I just.
Confused?
Yeah, because it just looks like he's.
Looks like
just
he lined up his
hunchbacked.
lightning bolt
I don't-
tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, he just looks
On his
hunchbacked.
sweatshirt.
You keep mispronouncing that.
Awesome.
So yeah, call
Who's
Mainville
that?
Police if you know Beavis.
If you know
Yeah, so good show, guys.
Good fucking
Yeah, it
stuff.
was
Oh,
fun.
dude, hell yeah.
Make it.
One last thing.
Nope.
Throw it in there.
Yeah, I'm throwing it in there. Obviously, yes, we have a show tomorrow night or tonight.
Well,
July 6th, Thompson House. Doors are at 6. We are also playing Way the fuck up by north of Dayton in Springfield at this club called Club Panama on July 22nd, and with Kingslayer and Junior Crime Fighters.
Nice.
Other than that, I don't know. Somebody will play somewhere.
And the new album.
Yeah, new EP, which is called Dark Region, which is 4 songs. Hit us up.
How much is it?
$5.
How much is the ticket for tomorrow?
2 CDs.
I don't remember.
2
10?
CDs.
It's 10 from us, 12 at the door. And we are not selling the EP tomorrow night. That's not really coming out until the 22nd, which is for us.
But I'll have
Yeah.
copies there for sale for $3.
Yes, he will. Yes, and all profits go to him.
Did you bring us tickets?
I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So that's all I got.
Are you going to be doing Freebird tomorrow?
No, but we will. All right. So the aforementioned
Should we do
cover
it right
song
now?
that I never mentioned. This is not going to come any shock to him. In high school, I had a nickname. What was my nickname? A band.
I think it was just asshole.
Metallica Dan. We debuted Seek and Destroy by Metallica at the last show that we played.
Oh,
We are
nice.
definitely going to play that again.
Nice.
You know, depending on when you're listening. The night of July 6th. So tonight or tomorrow night.
Dude, I want to go.
Yeah, I'll go.
So
Fridays
it'll
are
be
usually
fun.
slow. Those are fuck around days.
It'll
so
be
it's
fun.
good.
I've checked out a couple of the bands that we're playing with and stuff. They sound pretty good. So yeah, should be a good time.
Hell yeah,
Sweet.
man.
Solid fucking indie.
Hell yeah, solid ending.
Yeah.
Wrap up by saying this. Join us next week with special guests Josh Hurt and Cara Wall of the Cincinnati progressive metal band Clairsentient.
Are they metal?
Oh yes. I saw. We
They're
played with them
good,
at our
they're
last
good, they're
gig.
good.
Carl's awesome. Yes.
I've been practicing how to say their band name for like a week straight. Clairsentient.
Yes.
And they may even do some acoustic versions of their songs on the show. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, be a guest on the show, or just want to send us cool shit, message us on Facebook or at unshavenmodcast@gmail.com.
Do you have a P.O. box?
Fuck no.
Does that cost money?
UPS doesn't
P.O.
deliver
box?
to
Cost
us.
money?
No?
Yes, it does.
No.
Does it?
Yeah, P.O. Box costs money.
You sure?
Yeah, you don't just
Yeah,
get free mail space
yeah.
for nothing.
UPS doesn't deliver to a PO box.
What?
No shit.
What? Okay.
Anyways, fuck faces.
If you'd like to send us fan mail, send it to 2512.
Don't finish that sentence. You know what? It's the end of the show. Everybody can fuck off and die.
Fuck yeah.
Bye, everybody.
If you're sick, you get slaughtered.
We will see you in August, right?
Yeah.
All four of the
Yeah.
four of us crazy assholes.
Hopefully in a new studio situation.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think we're gonna do an acoustic song there too.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya.
Hey.
Oh yeah, guys.
Dude, that was fun.
My ears hurt.
Really
Yeah, it's
fun.
pretty good.
Thank
Really
you.
fun. Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks, Ern. Hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
We try to keep it non-uncomfortable and non-weird.
Dude, no, it was yeah. So does Andrew still have that old mixing board?
It's the same.
Well, he has the one for the drums with the same thing, but isn't there the one that was or
Here, so check this out.
yeah, we had
That's from his trash days, so we don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So when you hit start, it starts.
Right.
And when you hit stop, this pops up and you just click
Did
it.
we kill the beer?
And that's going to
No,
handle
there's a couple left.
the Mixler side of things for now.
At least one.
Then you got to go over here. And you got to go file. Export audio. And then you got to name it. What you're going to name the show. So tonight was what,
No, Unshaven.
Before you say anything too incriminating, we're still on Facebook Live. We usually do it 4 minutes before, a few minutes.
You
before.
should. You should. You should.
Hi, everyone.
There's been some people on the show before like, oh shit, we're still live? Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then you click save. And then
No,
send
man.
fucking
I mean, if I was,
Wasps.
yeah.
And you
Anybody
fill
who was
this
gonna get
shit
pissed
out.
off at me for talking, I didn't name drop certain people for a reason.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
awesome.
so is this still plugged into the Facebook Live?
Yeah.
Cool. I have to pee.
The Unshaven. Yeah, that's right. I knew that.
How's the shades working
I
out
only
for you?
typed it like 9 times.
It was a closer.
Well, see, because my thing is
Closer.
on my little animation, for the show, I have sunglasses on. So since the very first show, they're like, "Oh, you should just wear sunglasses every episode." But the sunglasses that I own, that I've had since the show started, are so fucking dark, dude.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at
Because it
first,
doesn't have
but
a
when we started
podcast.
doing the
Option.
fuck yeah, hell no, I was like,
And then I just write something.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have, because the shades that I own, because I know some shades are lighter than others, so I've like talked about going to buy other shades that are lighter, so that I can wear them indoors,
yeah. Well,
so I can be like,
But you can write whatever you want in these.
one of those like assholes that just wear their shades all the time. Like I just wanted to be that. But
well, if you're going to investigate
Right. So
shades
then you
at
just
work
click OK on that.
in their podcast, you know what I mean? Like now you're looking at
Yeah,
frames,
it's
and
gonna
frame
start doing its
makers,
shit.
and what lenses they make.
So
Like,
then you can
gotta go
hop
all
back
the
over
way.
to this shit and see how much time frame I'm at. And now we just wait for uploads. And
Gotcha.
then we gotta do more shit though. But not